Maybe.
Because I haven't got a tenor note. That's the
Yeah.
We're live.
We're live. Welcome back to the live stream. Am I on this one now? Yeah. We are going to be playing Ark Nova in just a few minutes. Fabulous zoo building game. But first, so the.
There is a bit of delay on that side, so we'll look at this.
Okay, the board game marathon has been going downstairs for an hour now, so we're going to check down with Dan to see what's going on downstairs.
So we're going back.
We're back. Sorry, Dan, we can't hear you. We'll come back to him in a second. Yeah, while we wait, because we're waiting on a caffeine fix as well. We've got good friend Jack and Luke Hector here with us. And you know the game really, really well. I've only played it once. You've played it
twice, 3 times.
twice or 3 times.
Still doesn't mean I know the game.
No, I don't know it amazingly well. I just know that I love playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Well,
Yes.
we didn't drag you onto the stream and everything.
No. Kicking and screaming. No. So, yeah, you choose who goes first by most recent to go to a zoo, which I believe was you.
No, I'd been at the Bird World on Father's Day, but I was slightly eclipsed by. Unfortunately.
Yes. You're building something at a zoo.
Well, build a playground
yeah.
at the zoo.
Classic.
So you're not getting a playground card in this game, though. Always want that card. Hold up, and of course,
Yeah.
Andy.
Hello.
Hello.
So this will be a non-learning game because everyone here has played Ark Nova before, but we will kind of obviously just explain what we're doing as we do it. So we've each got a player map here on which we are going to build our zoos. So on your turn, you go. No.
Shall I do it?
Yes, please. Please
Before
take
you
it.
do anything. Now, basically, you've got your zoo. So each of us has our own zoo. We have cards in order to grab animals, sponsors, all kinds of things in order to populate it with. Throughout the course of the game, much like if you've ever heard of a game called Terraforming Mars, it's a similar deal, but you are acquiring cards into your hand of all types of sponsors and animals and various things. You've got to then build the enclosures in your zoo to put the animals inside them. You need the money in order to obviously afford that, but that is the general sort of theme of the game. As well as that, you're also supporting environmental conservation projects, because it's not just about keeping animals in nice captivity. It's also about helping them releasing them into the wild later. For your action rows, you have an action row selection of cards at the bottom. 5 cards, each of us has the same. It's borrowed from another game called Civilization: A New Dawn, which has this idea that each card does the same action, but depending where on your action row it's done, it's essentially more powerful than if it's lower down. So every time you use a particular action, you'll slide the card out, perform the action, and then once all's said and done, everything slides up to fill its place, and the card goes back down to space number 1 in order to become weaker. So the longer you leave the card, the more powerful it gets, but sometimes you just really need that action right now. And it's essentially a juggling act throughout the whole game of manipulating these cards, of which you can get more powerful versions of them if you want, but that's entirely down to you. All the while just marveling at each other about what random animals and zoos we've built up. Whether it's a petting zoo, a research institute, or in my last game where I focused mostly on Africa stuff, scorched earth. Because my zoo took up about a quarter of my map. It's like money was tight and I had the objective to not build much in my zoo. So I deliberately capped it at a quarter of my map, and it made for a very tight reptile African zoo.
What we're aiming towards is the game ends triggered when your counters overlap each other.
Yes,
Is it on the scoring and the conservation?
Yes, so we have 3 tracks here. We have a reputation track in the middle, which is mainly for acquiring cards. So these cards will be face up during the game, and the higher reputation you have, a lot of cards say grab from within reputation range, so it just means you've got more options. But around the edge of the board, we've got an appeal track, which is represented by tickets. This is how appealing your zoo is. So have you got all the cool animals that I want to come and see? But then around the other side of the track, you've got the green spaces. They're about equivalent to about 3 points a point. And these are for supporting conservation projects, which we haven't revealed yet. They're essentially face-up, well, they will be face-up objectives that we can all aim for, like have so many from Asia, so many predators, birds, etc. But the game will end in the round after 2 markers cross paths. So your appeal and conservation marker are going to go at different speeds. They'll eventually cross. That's your game end trigger. And it typically happens around here in the middle. But then
Even last time, you went to positive points.
Did I?
it's not.
It's all the confidence over there.
Not about positive or negative. It's how funky your zoo is. That's
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, if you're on negative points and all you've got is a small guinea pig in your zoo and nothing else, then maybe we buy it. But
It's
That's
the
the
wrong game
best
for
darn guinea pig zoo in the whole of the South.
I don't think it justifies the entire zoo though. But if you really badly want a guinea
I'll
pig,
try.
we can just get you one for you in a little cage for your house. You know?
Aw. Yes, please.
I don't
He's
know.
offering to buy.
Well, at the same time, I could get a ferret or something. My friend has a ferret, and I just fall in love with it every time I go around
Aw.
there. So- Oh, brilliant!
That's to show that it is the bottomless one.
Oh, sweet.
They didn't have any of the logo mugs left.
Right.
Oh wow, those are gone
And
already.
that's just
Already?
a ticket in to show them that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That'll
We
teach
can
me.
get
That'll
unlimited.
teach me for not going earlier. So
If you're that worried, I don't want to because I've got my own mug, so I could use that if it becomes an issue.
we'll hold that.
Did you have sugar by the way? 'Cause it hasn't got any in.
Nope.
Ah.
Healthy. Okay.
Oh,
So.
good. Thank you so much.
Shall we flip these?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we've all basically chosen our cards at the start, so we've already selected our pre-4. So this is where we find out just how dumb we were on our choices.
Americas, Asia.
Are you kidding? Asia's in there. Ah.
Americas, Asia, birds, and Europe. That's actually I've not seen that.
Actually, I can live with that, but I did have more
Regions,
Asia in
yeah.
my hand than I chucked. I
I'm
do
not sure I
sometimes.
can live with that.
I do tend to house
not
rule
in
that
that
house that
position.
flipping
Not
thing at
really.
the start. Because we always keep them face down for ease, but I usually house rule that the green cards are face up. It's only recently that I've learned that that's actually the official rule to keep them face down.
I'm going to go straight in response.
Oh, what, these ones?
No, those are official,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
and I
yeah.
always keep them face down, but we've sometimes house ruled that they're face up because if you had 8 cards in your hand and they're all birds, and then you decided to shut the birds, and then it tells you, oh, by the way, you should have kept the birds.
So
It's a bit of a punch to the
I'm
gut.
going to sponsor and get a veterinarian.
Ooh.
So you're already assuming that your animals are going to have
Get
issues.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's straight up. You don't build a
It's
zoo
gonna be
unless
a
you have
proper
a vet.
dodgy zoo.
Right, this is sensible zoo
Yeah.
building. You're up, Shells.
Yeah.
What do you want? In terms of maps, which one have you got over there?
I went with the sponsor one, the H.
Ah, yes, so you get more sponsors out
I'm
of
the
the deck.
only person
You-
who looks at things that went with the H.
Well, there's... Oh, no, we've all got asymmetric maps.
Yeah, so it's the only one in the whole game.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's 8 asymmetric maps and each one's different. It's just
Oh,
that
cool.
well, I dealt out 2 and you just pick one.
Yeah, well, I don't even
You've
play
got my
them. I
favourite
don't-
map, yeah.
I didn't play the beginner maps.
Alright, now you've got my favourite one because I do love sponsor cards.
Me too.
Your one,
Yeah.
you have the adjacent standard enclosure one, so you've got a spot on your board that if an enclosure is next to it, it's got an extra 2 capacity, so you can put bigger stuff in smaller cages. That does not sound great, I must admit. One with those. I've got the park restaurant, which I've not used in ages. Basically, I've got a park restaurant sitting on a mountaintop. The more I build around it, the more income I can get. Nice.
And I've got the, well, they call the Research Institute, but essentially they...
That's it all?
Yeah, Research Institute, yeah. It allows you to ignore some of the prerequisites on some of the cards, that's all. On the animal card specifically, as long as it's connected.
Yeah, which you can do from the get-go. But I always tell people not to fall into that trap sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little bit weak over this
Yeah,
side.
you can go.
But we'll see.
Well, that's the thing. You either get that ability or you get the better placement bonuses,
Yeah,
and it's
so
like people
Which one do you
instantly
go
think
for?
I must get the Research Institute. And it's like not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I'm going to build a size 2 enclosure.
I'll handle the money if
Oh, thank
Andy
you.
can handle the enclosures. We're good.
Absolutely.
No,
What
size
size?
2, please.
Size 2. There is a size 2.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good.
As a mental note, the game does not normally come with these chips. This is because the money, as much as I love Art Nova, the component quality of the money in this game is some of the most atrocious I've ever seen since like the 1960s. So we borrowed basically the iron clay set from Roxley's like brass games in order to make them
Yeah.
a lot more fun to play with.
What should I place?
You got to start on a border and go in.
Yeah.
That's never a bad start. Gets you a reputation, but flip it the other way.
Oh yeah. Because there's
It
nothing
doesn't come pre-animal.
Nothing
built,
in
yeah.
it. No. One.
Oh, yep, just one reputation.
Thank you.
Well, that is fine. Ooh. Do have all the choices. I need to get to that spot as quick as I can. That's generally the idea.
Obviously, my extra 2 capacity one there.
Yeah. That's the way the one's there. So,
Isn't your animal card in the wrong place?
yes, it is because I was doing the
You
demonstration
were
at the start. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Animals should always start on number 1 in the. Right, so with this in mind, I'm probably, I think, going to start off with an association action first. So move that one out. My only worker will pop it on the university.
Oh,
Actually, oh my
I
god,
didn't
saying
pop
that.
my board down.
My board doesn't reward me for universities much. Tell you what, instead I'll put it on the partner zoo. I quite like to take the Americas. Please, the orange one, South Americas. There you go. Free discount for focus on the South Americas.
Right, same
Now you
action.
can go back.
Same action for me. I'm going to do association. Go there, put my little guy, same one, and I'm going to grab.
Yes, pick a country. Everyone.
And I'm going to do
What were the
association.
animal ones? Oh no, there was only birds. Oh, right, so it's Europe is the other one.
I'm going to
Yeah.
do association, however, I am going for university.
It was tempted, but then my board doesn't
I'm
reward me
tempted.
for maxing out universities, so it's kind of like.
I'm going to do it because
veterinarian
veterinarian.
wants you to have it, yeah.
Because I gain money for playing universities, so I
How
think
much?
that's right, isn't it?
Yes, the yellow bonus, so what, 2 money apiece?
Yeah, it'll be 2 money for my first university. I'm just trying to decide which one I want first.
Usually, I like the reputation ones unless you desperately need the science.
I don't need the science due to vet giving me one.
So
I always
hand
think the
size or
hand size
reputation
is good
really
to go
your
early,
consideration.
but
Yeah.
it depends whether you need the science or not, to be honest.
Well, you join a lot of cards, grab the hand size one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that just because it's always safe to do
Yeah,
cards.
that's how I feel about it.
It's always safer to have a bigger hand size.
Cool.
Put on my blue. And
Lots
that'll
of
be you then,
Africa
Cheryl.
and European stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna associate.
Europe is out. As an
Yeah.
option.
Yeah, wasn't in my hand.
Is there any association zoos?
Partner zoos.
So yeah, you've got
Yeah.
Europe's still there.
Yeah, I'll take Europe.
we nicked the other two that the dark
Yeah,
ones.
exactly. I was like, what's left, basically.
Can I have your worker, please, Mother?
Yes.
I got.
Take it up.
Over that. Right, well now that sponsors is actually finally on the spot it was meant to be. Yeah, let's start off. No. Placing these 2 border spaces. That can be arranged. Alright, fine. While it's on number 5, so we're going to sponsors at 5. We're going to start off by teaching kids how to all about animals. So have you got the special enclosures? Assume you don't have.
Yes, absolutely. What do you
Are they
need?
on your side? Oh yes, cool. I need the zoo school, please.
The zoo school.
So it grabs me a conservation point and a
I might
reputation.
Spread these out.
Yellow. And I get to take a card
Zoo
from
school?
deck or reputation range. I'm not sure I like
I
it.
think that's the right one, Luke.
That is the right one. Both of those I'm not a fan of, I must admit, so I think I'll draw straight from the deck. This has to be placed on at least 2 border spaces, which is usually the tricky bit, because I'm trying to decide where on earth it's going to go is always a nightmare. Yeah, but then I've got to build around there. Now, given this, I'm going to pop it here, because what that allows me to do is it covers up the spot that lets me shove a card into space 1, so I can put the animals back, because we've got to teach them about animals before we actually get it. That's the way it works.
Right, I'm going to go for the build action, number 3, and I am going to get a 3. So if you could change that one up for me, that would be great. And I've got to decide where this bad boy is going. Put one down at 1. It might be a good option.
Always trust a tax accountant.
Thank you very much. There we go. Let's go for that.
I'm going to break.
So 2, What, for cards?
Yeah, to draw 3 and discard 1.
One rule I will clarify, because to be fair, it took me a few games before someone pointed this out to me. When you discard cards, it does not have to be from the cards you just drew.
Yeah.
No.
For ages I played when you did. And the card doesn't stipulate, so it's kind of like, ooh, let's just be sure.
Yeah, you can go. I'm just gonna,
Yeah?
just gonna discard.
I know I've looked this one up in the rule before. Luke, you'll know best. Is the research institute, does that get around the water and the rock requirements, or is it just the
I
tags
think
on
it's
the left?
only the left-hand side icon.
Yeah,
so
that's what I assume. Yeah, that's fine. Not a problem now.
Because what does it say wording-wise?
It says ignore one condition of your choice. So it seems like it might, but then
Could do. I'd have to.
yeah, it's not important right now. It is not a.
I'll have a look in the glossary afterwards, unless you've
Yeah.
got a Twitch chat stream or something that could verify. But yeah. So what'd you build? Oh, you got cards.
Great, yeah,
Oh,
two.
okay.
Approach 2.
And you want cards. 1, 2, how many?
Just 2, yeah. Thank you.
Right. Well, it's not time to
Interesting.
no just yet. So I think we need to get a place for my newest animal. Well, we'll eventually get an animal first. We're going to build at level 4 for a total of 8. So I need 12 back. And with that, we shall build a size 4 enclosure, please.
Size 4. Incoming.
Yeah, the big one. And pop that down there. That lets me draw another card. And again, I still don't like those there, so and the deck it is. Alright, pass me the books from there. Check out his yeah, I think it's the glossary one. It'll be in there
Oh,
somewhere.
it's on the other ones. Jack. How's the
Yeah, clarifies conditioning.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure. Is that something you need to know before this turn?
No, not at all. Not at all. I can just crack on. I will. We've got 2 options.
You cannot ignore rock or water requirements.
Top notch.
Which kind of makes sense.
I've never
because
done it
to
that
sort of
way.
go, because to sort of go, alright, I can ignore maybe I don't have Africa and stuff like that makes sense from the research thing, but unless you are genetically engineering these animals, the requirement for a crocodile to be near
I am a
water
research
is kind of
institute, I will
paramount.
say. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't put scientific experiment beyond them.
True, but I don't think you've quite got to the point where you can say, right, well, this fish doesn't require water anymore. It's like,
Well, right. So I'm
That's
gonna I'm gonna play Northern Plains Grey Alangara, and I get the 3 discount for having the partner zoo. So I'm just paying 10 for it. So there we are. I gain 6 appeal, please. Could you move me up 6 appeal, please? Red one up to 9.
Break token jumps
And
ahead.
break token for 3, and I get 3 money back. Thank you very much.
He's an easy little learner. Oh, next up. You can wait. Play you later.
You can go with build. Oh, yeah, let's go with build.
Shoot him down.
I'll take 5.
Take 5 what?
5 build, 5 enclosure.
5 enclosure. Is this one? There we go, sir.
I'm gonna do level 5 sponsor. If I may. Get
Polar
some
bears.
Polar bears in.
I like that card.
Oops. Yeah.
There's a
Each time you play the icons, that's 2
yeah, get your
appeal.
bears out.
Sorry, no can do.
There you go.
Thank
But
you.
that's 2 appeal
That's
for
got to
black.
go next to water.
fresh out of bears, I'm afraid.
Me too.
Jack, you move black up 2, please. Card counts for itself, so. No, not reputation, the appeal. Right. So, and then if we play bear icons, please bear in mind.
Totally ignore me, I'm not
This is a catastrophe.
You're difficult to ignore with that jacket.
Inconspicuous, secret covered man.
Yes, exactly.
Conspicuous, flashy, like
Rainbow coat. Sorry, I'm just seeing where best to put me bears.
Bear in mind, you can't cover the build restrictions until you flip the card.
Yeah.
Game users of those.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, do I play the animal first or play this? Look pretty sweet to be honest. I'm not going to break for a while though. Why don't we do sponsors free while I can? So, free little sponsor for Water Playground. Need a Water Playground tile, please. 4 appeal for yellow. And that's it. Yeah. It's a special, it's a water playground.
Yeah, so was it?
It's got literally a water slide on it.
Yeah, it's a slide of water. It's this one.
Oh,
That one?
and yellow needs to move up 4. And 2, and next to a water space, not a problem. I'm going to surround the park restaurant with a water park.
Gotta be done. Get that
Oh
out.
yeah, surround that park restaurant.
Right, on me, I'm going to build, and I'm going to pay 2 to build the.
So that always hurts with that build card at the start.
I
It's like,
know.
I can do a level 5 build and
No.
I build a kiosk.
Exactly. So I'm just going to build a kiosk, and that's going to allow me to put 1 to 1.
So yeah, so move the cards back first and then.
So
do a swap.
yeah, I was going to say exactly that. So
Yeah,
that's what's
you
happening.
finish the entire action and then you get to do the
Yeah.
shuffle.
There we are.
I'm going to 1-drop build for a kiosk, please.
Kiosk.
Don't even like building them.
There we go. I
Oh, I love kiosks. I just hate the idea that you've got to spend your
Yes,
entire
I
action
know.
for 1 kiosk.
I know.
Reveal cards from the top until I get a sponsor.
Oh, you've done the H track.
Straight up. Adventure Playground.
Very
No!
nice. Very nice one.
As the playground builder, it fits.
I've got the water
You have to
one.
get that.
It's my job, man. I built a playground
It
in the
makes
zoo
sense that I have the
recently.
land with the water one.
You're up, Shells.
You know, we teach the kids about animals and then they go play in the water playground. But for those allergic to water, now they've got nowhere to play.
That would be a
Fine,
terrible
it'll just have to
attitude.
be the lion cage then.
We'll build a 4-space standard enclosure.
That'd be a terrible allergy, wouldn't it?
What, lion?
Allergic
Oh,
to
yeah.
water.
sorry. They've been allergic to a lion, so they open the door. Yeah, allergic to water, yeah. I mean, it exists. It ain't good, but.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, it's probably time to get Snappy into his pen, and I do that. I do mean that literally in this case. So animals are gonna animal card. This will cost 15 with Partner Zoo America is helping me out with this one. But yes, Snappy now has a home.
Is that his nickname?
Of course he is. Well, what else would you go on alligator? 7 appeal for yellow. It's next to water, which is not a problem, so flip that over. And then gain any card from the display, which would be awesome if any of those cards were good. Or ones that I particularly wanted, because at the moment they really aren't. But you might as well take the go while I'm deciding.
No problem. I'm going to do sponsors.
Why don't I take a cheap
Sponsors, and I'll play Technology Institute.
Nice.
So that's an income of an X, but I also get an X as well. Have you got the X's?
income effect?
Yes.
No, it's a new one, universities as well, so prepare to fight with Jagger universities.
I'm going to go straight up sponsor as well, thanks to that last draw.
When's the next coffee break?
I'm going to play Adventure Playground.
Snappy has a very
Do I have?
money intensive
Yes,
diet.
of course.
The old
I believe it's
playground.
that
route.
one.
Yeah, everything's right. Has to be next to rocks. I'm going to place it here.
Cool.
So I reveal cards again until I get sponsor.
Nice. Do you want me to do it for you?
Ah, yeah, you're there. As
There
a
you go.
sponsor, reptiles.
Just what you always wanted.
I'm so excited to now go down the reptile route.
You better
Oh,
not.
Dan.
Where's it going? You better not be going down the reptile route, mate. I've got the alligator already.
Oh,
Okay.
come and let I know you should be.
I will come out here and I'll bring Snappy.
I am sorting it out.
Okay. Do you want to let me in?
You're right.
Take that. Alright. Put my Have you got a tappy card machine?
Yeah.
Fine.
I will, and I'll bring Snappy. What do you have to combat Snappy?
I've got the reptile sponsor is what I've got.
Well, the one that gives you not
Income for reptiles.
Oh no, give me that one.
Yourself.
Fuel your income.
One kiosk.
One EVD kiosk.
I may.
It's only income in it's only
One
income
kiosk.
from reptiles in Mizen.
2
Is it?
moolah.
So it says
Oh, it's that one.
income. So every income, which I assume is every income stone.
Yeah, you've got the one that's based on the number of reptiles you have in your zoo. Yes, the one I'm thinking of is the similar one which gives you $3 every time someone puts a
'Cause-
reptile icon out.
Because the pink thing is what happens instantaneously, isn't it?
The purple, no,
Yeah,
yellow,
pinky
is,
purple.
yellow lightning bolt is instant.
Is every
Purple handshake thing
Is
is
every
income.
break, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you've got the one that's based on the number of
If
reptiles
you're ever
you
curious,
have,
it's
as
got a
opposed to
nice little
icons.
income icon just down
Yeah, the one I want is the one that gives money for the icon being played. That would actually be good if both of us are going for reptiles.
I mean,
I've
unfortunately,
done
it
it.
wasn't my plan until I got that.
Until you got
and
that.
now I'm kind of
Well,
like,
that's
if I get
this
some
game. It's
snake,
not necessarily. You
amazing.
don't have a strategy for the entire game,
No
other
way.
than your brand objective, and even then, you're only going to use. You probably don't know exactly which one of the two you're going for until it happens.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
you can't get stuck into a strategy from the get-go. All right. Well, let's see. I can't associate because I don't know thing. I might as well build, I guess. Unless I want cards, but then I've got too many cards in my hands. That's probably a bad idea. So why don't we build? And just realised I haven't got much money. Although to be fair, I only need a one-side enclosure. So that's not the worst deal
One
in the world.
size. There we go.
One size enclosure, and it's got to be. Oh, that's fine. Just circle around this direction. Done.
Yep, I'm going to play build.
Now can we really have a coffee break?
I'm going to build a petting zoo, so that will cost
6.
me 6. There we go.
So you're going to experiment on innocent little petting animals.
I'm going to allow them to be touched by little children.
No, that sounds okay.
But it's the animals. There we are. So,
Come children, come play with our genetically modified sheep.
can I have 5 money, please? I'm covering up that one. Thank you.
Sheep 2.0 with antlers and a tail and teeth and wings. Maybe we shouldn't have let our resident mad scientist take our
That was that vet that he hired.
I'm going to go with break.
Yes.
Dun, dun,
Good.
dun.
Right, Arrow.
I think I will have to break as well.
2 or sponsors or?
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many would you like?
2, please.
2. There we go.
What's the maximum you can have in your hand?
It's
There's no
3.
maximum, but when the income phase happens, you've got to discard down to 3 or 5 if you've got the university to go with it.
Yes. Okay.
That might do simpler actually, because I've got no money until I can't afford that sponsor unless I begin. So, well, actually saying that, if I do cards, I could snap instead and just have 1 card. Though to be honest, all of them kind of like as well. So you know what, I'm going to discard down, I'm going to discard down. So draw 3 and get rid of 1.
You happy with me cracking on?
Oh, by all means, yes.
Going to do animals.
You know what? Bye bye, monkey.
I'm going to play a Mangalika
Ooh.
for 7.
Code name B.
Codename Furry Pig.
Yeah.
And there we go. It's going into my little petting zoo. And could you put me up 3 on? Oh no, I could probably.
That's me.
Oh, wrong one. Which one's
I
the-
was going to say,
Thank
can you
you.
reach red or
No.
just pick up yellow?
Yes, no, you've read the situation absolutely correctly.
Remind me how you buy things like the reptile house.
You have to flip your build card and then you have access to build them.
Right.
I think the thing that people commonly miss with that one is you can always build it after the event and put them into it. And
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
yeah. You build the aviary or the reptile house, and then any reptiles that you've got, you can kind of
Yeah.
evacuate from
Shift
stuff
them.
you've already got.
So, yeah.
Blue. Rangy.
Oh, you've done well on the appeal for the first time.
The playground gave me a few, and so did the alligator, so that's good fun. And that cover is going to give me more income, so I'm
Yeah,
desperate
you're-
for a coffee break.
I'll build. I'll build a.
Speaking of which, I'm going to discard down to 3, which leaves my getting rid of. You. Actually, no.
I'll build a 2.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, how many?
So it's 2.
Sure. Then I'll keep you. Then I'll keep you.
Can I have one of those X's, please?
X's, certainly. I think. Would you mind putting that X, please?
Perfect.
Right, those are the 3 I'm getting rid of. Those are the 3 I'm keeping. Already prepared.
I think I'm just going to build a level 1, size 1 enclosure. Sorry, break me 10.
There we go.
Thank you. Done.
Now
What's that one?
I could play the card, or trigger the break. A juicy X token, but then saying I'm going to get an X token if I just play the card anyway. Fine. I will sponsors, but not for the income. I will sponsors for the quarantine lab, just in case this guy's research institute gets a little bit out of control and decides to flood my zoo with radiation or something.
Wouldn't surprise me at this point.
Gets me the X token, which is the same as if I broke, but it also means that whilst I'm in on the appeal, I don't get affected by all the negative stuff.
Nice.
So, come at me with your radiation sickness, I'm immune.
Right, I'm going to build, and I'm just going to make a pavilion.
One appeal.
For 1 appeal.
Join you.
Here. There we are.
Which makes yes, I'm keeping. How much am I keeping again? That one. And one of those two. It's that one. Yeah, it is.
I am going to break.
You're gonna break. Hey, we have triggered it.
Draw 1.
Have yourself
Yep.
have yourself an X token. Right, finish. See what you've done with that. Cool. So discard down to 3 or 5 if you have the funky
I've only got
university.
1.
Right, bye bye, Mambra Snake and Vorpine. You are no longer required. As much as reptiles would be cool, that's not the aim of this particular game.
I'll turn this one.
Yes, replenish that. You'll need those zoos, I believe.
Cool.
Design. There are no tokens to remove. The thing is replenished. Can we scrap cards 1 and 2, please? And move the rest down.
There we are.
Right.
Alright, so Pygmy Hippopotamus and a domestic goat, which won't be domestic goat by the time he's finished with it. And income. Right, so yep, you've got your base income by your appeal marker, plus any kiosk.
9 today.
9. Actually, there. Yours?
8 plus a kiosk.
With 1 completed building, so 9 as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
On 14 base, plus 1 for each covered space around that restaurant, which is another 4, so 18.
17 and an X, please. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And tax.
Oh no.
Alright, and you triggered. Oh, yes, no, workers back.
Yeah.
Alright.
There you go.
So, yeah, triggered that, so on you.
Okay, I'm gonna play two. I'm gonna spend all of my money. Play
Oh,
two-
well, we just
two-
got it.
I know, sorry.
We're not going to have coffee break for a little longer yet.
I'm gonna force it. So all of my money.
You sound really sad about
18.
that.
I'd be sad if I had to literally have a coffee break and then spend every last penny I had.
It's going to be quite a stonking turn, I imagine.
Not really.
Oh.
I've got a common agama.
Bear in mind you didn't get that much from the income, but yeah.
No.
No.
And a European pond turtle.
It's two animals.
So go in there,
Very nice.
and then he'll go in there for
Mhm.
the time being.
Yeah, that's fine. The restrictions, one's next to water, is it?
Try
Yeah.
to- yeah,
that's
this
fine.
one, yeah.
Sweet. So what's that total then? 4 appeal and what's the other one? 7 appeal total. And do you want to sell any cards?
No.
Oh, just 7 for black then.
Thank you.
Alright. Is it time to associate again? If so, don't want to flip a card ASAP. Probably couldn't hurt to get that for you tonight. Not just a reputation. Nice. Yeah. Association, and we will put the worker down on Partner Zoo again, except can I have your please?
You're up.
I'll take them too.
There you go.
Here we go. Right, we need to flip a
That's
card.
why
Why?
my association.
Yeah, it's good. I suppose you go turn. I was just going to grab one of these cards and going to flip.
Or
I'm going to associate.
and tell my lovely partner that she's mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Decaf, please, mate.
Decaf, just black. Decaf.
So I'm going to go on conservate.
I want to say something to it.
Already?
Yeah.
Straight away with.
So I am going
What
to
you
go
conservating?
Good question.
Asia.
Partners
So
Zoo.
there.
Literally just he is literally just going to get started on there.
Yeah. So could I get 2 conservate, please?
No.
Oh.
2 for 8. Alright, what are you doing?
I'm going to flip
Is
a
it
card.
that, yeah?
I'll flip a card.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I've taken that one, so I get a worker,
Honestly, don't know which ones will flirt.
and that's it. So I just got to choose a card to flip.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Leaves a name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
it's
it.
tough, actually.
Should I have coffee, yeah?
Yes, please. 2 sugar.
Not done well enough.
Yeah.
Fake coffee black.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Look, the idea of you getting me a coffee feels great, by the way. Who's telling me all
It's
that?
yours now.
So sorry, I got so sidetracked by that.
Oh, we were coffee, arguing with the coffee mate.
Ben doing your will was just too.
Do you know how great that is for me?
Great
It's never happened.
opportunity
It's
not
never
to.
happened.
I never know what to go for first with the card flipping. Oh, you're
Yeah.
having the same problem.
I'm going
so at least I'm not
association.
alone.
I'm going
Well,
association
takes
for
actually flip the association card, but it's going to be ages before we go on a coffee break to make use of it.
Yeah.
By which point I would like to hope I can flip another card by then.
association. I will take myself this, which flips one of my cards, which will be built.
Yeah, that's
I
my
then
other
go
choice.
up. I then go up 2, which flips another card.
Oh.
And now I'm in a tricky position. My build was my main go-to, but
Yeah.
being able to flip 2 in one hit.
I think cards is generically a really good one if you're never sure.
I love. There is a good argument for both.
You're right, my love. I'm just going to try
I'm
and
gonna
go.
associate with the double research.
Double
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
She's not.
No.
Apparently
No. I'm gonna associate with a partner zoo,
Okay.
but which
Africa.
it
Thank
began
you.
in Africa. Well, actually, it began in
Yes,
Europe,
Build was definitely the card to flip. 'Cause of
and
what
I'm
it is.
gonna flip build also. I can do that, can't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I couldn't tell which one to do. Because I'm actually going to trigger that now. So.
Oh, also, can I have 5 money? Sorry,
No.
I've got a vet, and I played
Played
it, and I played. I played this.
I've got a
What does the
vet.
vet get you?
I get 5 money for my second.
Right.
For my second.
Just because you got a vet doesn't grant you money. If anything, do you know anything about the medical trade? Money's hard to come by.
Yeah, yeah. Completely.
Somebody play a bear, please.
No. Well, I
Fresh
can
out of
We're
the
fresh out of the bears. I mean, you could modify his goat to be a bear. but,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a close.
Get a bear
It's only got
out.
to change the biro that symbol a little bit. It could be
Yeah.
a bear.
I'm
Alright.
planning on the lasers in the eyes of the goat.
So-
I'm sure Dan wouldn't mind if we just
Build level 4.
sharpied a
He won't
couple of
mind.
the
I am
icons.
definitely going to spend
Not that
8
bad.
worth of building for this strength 4 build. might as well use it all up. Alright, I definitely want a size 1 enclosure for kickoff. I might as well take a kiosk and a pavilion and yeah, I guess that's as much as I can do with that. Or in that case I'll just do go free. In that case, yeah. Pavilion, kiosk in the size 1 enclosure, please.
There we go.
Right, I'm done.
It's such a tricky spot with this flipping card thing.
Right,
So you got back round to it.
There's 2 of the thing.
I just don't know what I want. I don't need animals flipped. That's not.
Sound.
It's not on a.
I'm going to snap and snaffle up this lovely looking goat.
Right,
So can I get a break 2, please?
Bear go.
you can break 2. Can I also get?
Yawning already. Terrible, isn't it?
Cover. Oh yeah, one of them.
It's on you, Cam, when you're ready.
I've got tournaments to run after this.
Oh look, big goat. Not petting
Oh, there we
goat.
go.
Yeah, I was going to say, unless it fits in a petting zoo,
No.
not interested.
All right.
I'm actually going to flip cards. That's what I'm going to do. Flip cards just because I got this far.
Meanwhile, back at the card flipping issue.
Seriously, it's been dreadful for me.
Well, it's your turn now, so you got a plan now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna build, and I'm gonna give you these. And I'm gonna give you these,
Can I keep it?
and I'll have a reptile.
Oh, reptile.
Already?
There we go.
You got no reptiles below you.
I haven't, but I do get to cover this H place, so I can get my
So
final
yeah, you
spots.
do what I like to do. Yeah. Get
So anyway, all the spots out of the way with, and then we'll move on
I
from
think
there.
everywhere's covered. We just
There you go.
that's
Have fun
it.
playing that one.
And this is like the last thing I need.
Yeah. I was gonna say, for the stuff you're playing, yeah, a herbivore stables is not ideal. I like the card, but yeah, when you got herbivores.
Oh, we've
On you go.
discarded a lizard. I'm going to break. Funnily enough.
Well, I got rid of a lizard because it's like, yes, as much as I do have a lizard and Anakamora, it's like, lizards is not what I'm aiming for in the game, so.
Yeah, break. Can I have proof card?
Yeah,
Thank you.
none to discard. Nope. Alright.
No, no.
Animals.
One to
Alright.
because it was at 3.
Animals. I'm going to play 2 animals, and this is literally going to cost me $2. I kid you not. It's like 1 per animal.
Terrible example.
Not joking. It's like
Stoat
Wow.
and a lizard.
Stoat and a lizard, it
Nice.
costs 4 each, and they're both from Europe. So it literally costs $1 each. It's like,
Oh,
wow,
right.
that is how you do tax accountancy with these. It's like, I pilfered the book so much to get a lizard and a stoat for $1 each. Alrighty, 5 appeal though, so not worth much appeal. 5 for yellow, and reveal the topmost card of the deck. If it's an
Oh.
animal, I can grab it. So I get a fox. Look at the lovely
I think I was
foxy,
meant
foxy.
to pay less for
I'm
those.
not going to tell you what it says because that joke is lame. It's been done to death.
I think I was meant to pay 3 less for that one, but I didn't, did I? Paid 18 altogether.
Probably
Well,
not.
if
Well, no,
you
it's
pay-
fine, it's too late.
Well, no, I mean, you
No,
are
no,
right.
you-
I tell you are completely
I'd
right.
like my 3
$3
coins.
is important, and yes, you did give me 18, so that's perfectly fine.
If there's caffeine in it.
That's not going to suddenly destroy the game.
That would be the best.
Well,
That would be
you've
the
been,
best.
haven't you?
Turn
Win
on
that.
there.
Animals?
Seriously, I'll just be in it
Thank
tweaking.
you.
Go for
I've
it.
had caffeine. I've had caffeine in like since January.
You're
No,
lying
that's
here,
fine.
so
Well, now you've done those 2, us 2 on you. Yes.
There we
That
go.
was just your first trip to the coffee thing. Now it's your second.
I wanted to share something.
Laser goat.
Mhm.
I heard a rumour that you're undefeated at this.
I am, but not for long.
No.
This game is
That
not
rumour
going
was
my
quickly
way.
pilfered, although it's off to a good start.
This game is not going my
Actually,
way.
well, say that. I say he's off to a good start. He hasn't got any animals yet. He's got something. He's got a very good infrastructure set up.
Right,
But
Who needs animals? It's a
He's
game
ready-
about, it's a
he's
game
got
about
that.
zoos.
Just
Yeah, for the animals.
okay, let's rewind a second.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I'd rather take that. I'd rather take that than genetically modified goat.
I go
Who
to
needs
use
animals?
to
Innocent.
spare.
Yeah.
In
You
a zoo.
know?
That's your.
I've got a playground a lot of
Let's
it.
turn it off, by the way.
But I'm in. Sign me up. I'll invest.
To be fair, I can send my genetically modified goats your direction to be
Realising that,
fixed.
sorry.
By
Sorry,
the-
you didn't do anything after I played the two.
I played the animals,
Goats.
yes.
So you don't.
I love it.
Played the
They
goat.
were on
No.
Jack's.
It's me
Are you
again,
going to put
man.
any animals
You
in the
ruined
zoo?
me. What?
Are you going to put any
Put
animals
this
in the zoo?
pressure on me.
To get animals in your
Yeah,
zoo.
I actually think I'm going.
Oh my word.
It is amazing how far you can get in this game without actually having animals.
I've done it. I've done it before. Not with the Research Institute either. I'm just like, you know, Luke, why have you just got nothing but sponsors? Because they give me a deal and they filled up Alchemy Park already.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
I've got the polar bear exhibit, I've got the bird exhibit, I've got the
What more do
penguin
you
pool,
need?
I've got the meerkat den. It's like, what more do you want?
That's
Yeah,
animals.
yeah.
I'm gonna go animals. Happy.
Yes.
Spend all of my money.
This is where he literally like plays a small like dormouse or something.
Well,
Oh well, he's not far
Rules and
off.
monitor.
Really?
It's a lizard. Hey, it's a lizard.
So's that.
Yours is a real lizard.
What's yours isn't even a real animal. It's just a glass
Shuffle
one.
this up.
You got the diggy one.
And I'll gain 6 for that.
Nope.
Not really much I can do.
Break as often as you can.
Yeah.
Sponsors if you're short of cash.
Draw one and discover I have no sponsors.
No, the second bit of the sponsors.
Yeah, you can.
You can break.
Oh,
you can
break,
break
yeah.
and get a little bit of money, but it also accelerates the coffee marker like crazy.
Which isn't a bad thing when you're trying to get income.
Yeah, if you're
It does
desperate for that
cost
thing,
money.
to break, you get a bit of money.
Break for 4.
It's great to do if you have no sponsors, like you say, because you get a trickle bit of money, but then there's also.
Whee!
first couple of turns, there's not a lot you can do. It's just so cash
Yeah,
tight.
you're cash tight, your worker tight. You know, like you go.
It's that one worker that's the the problem. All right. Speaking of cards, I think I'm going to need cards now. So I'm going to read cards. More breaky.
Yeah, I was in 2 minutes.
Where's that making the coffee? And I don't want any of those off the display. So, oh, actually, ooh.
Oh, something's of interest.
I want neither
wait,
of
you
these.
can't.
No, it's got to be level 2 for the cards. That's why it's really good.
Oh, forgetting things. Yeah, I want more cards. Oh, look, there's.
Yes!
Including one that I am not playing. I'm
Are you
sorry.
happy for me to crack
Oh,
on?
I love playing Panda, but I'm sorry, that Panda is not getting played
Aw.
anytime soon.
I'm going to associate, and I'm going to do the
I love me a
donation.
Panda.
Panda's a great card, but it's
Yeah.
so expensive.
How much?
8 back, please. It's only 2 for the first donate, isn't it? Oh, I'm right here.
You're already on that.
So,
Oh, wait, you're the worker. I mean, you're first.
there we
Conservation
are.
project.
Yes. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to grab. Should have thought about this before. I've got no animals in my hand, so I'm just going to grab a random one. Let's go for this one.
Oh, you're not going to go for Australia for a random?
Do you need this one, Mojo?
No, I've got no workers.
No. Right, so I get to flip another card, and I will do build. And can you put me up one on the conservation track, please? Thank you very much.
I'm going to go with sponsor again. To play reptiles.
Actually, I do that. Right, cool.
Getting 1 point.
The man has a plan.
Yeah, there's one thing I really want, and it'd be tricky to get all of it. But
And
I
that
know how to get it.
is me.
Kiosk.
I'm going to break. Just to draw 1 card.
Do I want
Thank
to
you.
trigger? Right, no, I'm desperate. Anyway, probably what to do is do that build though. Fish. Yeah, it's only for free, but it's good enough for what I need to do. So, build 3 will. I guess which is something I'm not going to be building next. I'll take a kiosk and a size 2 enclosure, please.
Kiosk on a size 2. Okay.
There we go. And they'll pop me a 1 up on the reputation because I am definitely going to be covering that. Kick off.
1 up here.
No, reputation. I should go on 3.
I'm going to be a little bit inefficient, I think, and spend an X, 2 cards for 4, just to draw 2 cards straight.
It's got the kiosk.
And break.
And break 2.
So you.
I don't think that triggers it. It's one more.
One more.
Okay, fine. No, that's on me
Draw
then.
1 card.
You're doing that.
So I will break.
Now I will draw the Eurasian links because I can draw from reputation range with that symbol. So I'll grab him.
Can you draw me 4 cards? Decide that.
Yes,
Over the
absolutely.
table.
Absolutely.
Oh, the upgraded version.
Can I have an X token because I've triggered the break?
Nope.
I've
yours
gone
are-
straight after. I've gone straight after him.
Alright. What we're going to have to do is even more of those
I know.
because he has just broken. So down to hand size, I just drew 1 card. To be fair, I'm interested. And now, sorry, I've got better. I drew a better animals.
Scalded bears all over the place.
And bye bye fox.
Right, I've got 3, so I'm all good.
Those 2 need to go away as well. The
Yeah.
bird and the
Pop these
Maguire,
ones
whatever
back.
it is, and
There's that
Toby Maguire
one.
monkey.
Yeah. Right, there's your yellow dude. Your black
Lovely
dude.
cat.
Blue one.
Toby Maguire.
I saw the McWheel
Blah, blah,
Maguire
blah,
or
blah,
something
blah.
like that. It's just like, oh right. What looked like MAG.
Yeah.
Good enough. Expert in markers and primates. Okay. Alright, cool. So, yes, replenish those. And now your income, which is even better than before, which should be 16, 19, 21, 26.
Only 19.
16 for me. Perfect.
And your income?
12. Don't think I get anything else.
14, you got the kiosk with 2 things around it.
Oh, right. 14 then, I guess.
That's any other income source. Cool, and you trigger no Jack Still is on you as well.
Okay, I'm gonna associate with America's orange.
Okay. Thank you very much. Orange.
So does that mean I get an extra worker and I
You
flip?
can't,
If you
you
flip
can't get that
associate.
partner zoo because you haven't flipped the association card.
Oh, I
You
thought
read-
that meant I
No,
got
no,
to.
that's a restriction.
Oh,
to
right.
it.
So what?
You have
So
to
you
flip
can-
your association card before you have access to put those partner zoos
So
down.
basically you
Okay.
can't do that.
Yeah.
But it's
Alright.
okay. Do it, take
Yeah.
it back.
As long as that's alright.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
of course. Yeah.
Okay, hang on then. So that was there. I'll take a university then with the 2 research.
You got this one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
If
I
you-
know,
if
it
you're
blocks
are
me.
you looking to flip
It blocking me
partner
out.
zoo?
If you took this one, you could flip this card.
No,
Oh,
he's,
right.
well, no, he's not blue. He's black. I mean, if you take the 2 reputation one, then you're only 1 off flipping that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't need
It,
second
it
science,
depends
then
if you
have to
actually
take the
need the
rest.
science. Because if the science isn't doing anything for you, going up this path actually is more important.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm biased because I wouldn't mind that research, but I can wait.
Your choice.
It's just that you don't, if you're not getting anything from the science, you can get something from moving up the track.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
For the other one. Thank you.
Probably. Is it worth getting a partner zoo just to get? manage to get a worker, probably. Oh no, I need to put the card first. Yes, I've got that problem. Okay, that's good. Sponsors in a moment. Sponsors 5. Penguin Pool. Penguin Pool, please.
Penguin Pool.
2 appeal for yellow.
Is it that one?
It is indeed. That's
Yeah.
what penguin does it not. 2 for yellow. And now I gotta put this down. So water space, which is probably not too tricky.
It never really says. Can you flip them?
Well, no, because they're not thing on the other
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
But while I'm doing that, I might as well carry on. Actually, that works. Yeah. Pop it down there and I get $5.
Sponsors.
And give some kiosks and things to play with.
And we'll bring in federal grants. So can I have 3 money, please?
Oh yeah, I keep thinking there's a restriction for the size on there.
Thank you.
I will go for association.
Shall I save you the time?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in honesty now, so I'll tell you. I had another play in thought, but
Yeah.
it's you don't risk that, do you?
To be honest, if it had lasted one more turn, I'd have had it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So you did right.
Gotta be safe. Played that. Can I have 10 money, please?
That's quite nice to get early, that isn't it?
It's nice to get out of the way with nice and quick.
Yeah.
I'd like to buy a reptile house, please.
Welcome to the reptile game.
Reptile house.
Yeah. Thank you.
Where is that card that gives you money for reptiles? So good at this one.
Yeah, yeah. Money for everyone's reptiles would be absolutely fantastic right now.
Yeah.
I've been drawing a lot of cards, still haven't managed to
Do I get
fall into it.
an X if I build on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an idea. If I do that, then I won't get into that. That doesn't count.
And I'm going to transfer just my 2 lizards into there.
Cool.
I was saying that it works either way, so you don't want to waste time building.
One of them did get 0 spaces.
Just feel I'm not doing too well on that, so let's get around with this idea. Cool. Alright, let's spend the X token and build for 3. I'm going to size 3 enclosure, please.
Size 3.
Mm-hmm. Down somewhere. Any card within reputation range that's any good. Coverage. I'm not sure where we found that card. So I think what I'll do is I'll come up here and just have myself X token. Done.
Right, I'm gonna build. And I will grab. I will grab a 2 and. Do I want 3? Yeah, 3 ones.
Spain.
Yeah. So 2 and.
Hang on, 3 1s.
Well, 3, a 1.
I was going to say, yeah. You know, they got to be different.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's done any breaking since.
Right, you feel free to carry on if you
Excellent.
like.
I'm going to sponsor for 4 using my X token.
Oh my god.
More sponsors. Right.
Unfortunately, it's the trap I've fallen into now. I'm going to get a science museum. So can I have 10 money, please?
4 zones.
Field one animal.
Oh yeah, 2 for.
Two for every science icon. I've got 3 here. 1, 2, 5.
So you're getting the money, you're getting the sponsors. It's just got to translate to animals at some point. Yeah.
I mean, you seem to be
Doesn't
seem to
really.
be worrying about animals a bit too much for a zoo game.
I promised my little nephew that he'd get to go visit a zoo at some point. He's the only one in the area. Currently,
There's
all
one
it's got is a
lizard.
pet.
I've got a lizard. One.
And the
And
whole
yet you're
science,
charging me $50 to go see it.
science research centre about the lizard as
It's
well.
all about reptiles.
Yeah, he's the research institute. Why have you got all the
I
science?
grabbed a card from within my rep.
We just have a singular science museum. Basically, we just research. We show everybody his research. You're up.
I'm gonna do just one animal and it's an African animal that usually costs 12, so I believe it cost me 9. I'm gonna say Grevy's zebra.
Wow, 3 Africa icons?
Oh, I need that, don't
Yes.
I, already?
You've
got
got 2 of
one,
them.
Never mind. Break.
I say, we hate to be a party pooper, but yeah.
No, it's fine.
How many cards?
2.
One. Right.
Oh my god, some sponsors.
I really wish I'd drawn this card after I did my build action because I definitely made the wrong decision.
Alright, X token. I need to use animals at level 5 because I don't want to waste the opportunity to play 2 animals at this point. Especially as I've got the enclosures for them, so this is going to cost me 17 in total with all the partners and the discounts. So 27 and back. So start off with Greater Ria. This one of a car. Gets me 5 plus 2 for playing a bird in my zoo, so 7 appeal for that one. Draw 1 card from the deck with Sprint. Oh my god, there is no way I'm going to be able to play this in this game, but never mind.
All done?
Big sponsor. Nope, that was the first animal. And the second one is that Blinks I picked up. I'm just going to go over here.
Did you get something that need to load herbivores?
No, something that requires a flip sponsor card, a ton of rep, and large animals. Yeah, it's like, it's like not great. And that one, instead, how many Europe icons we got in all zoos? I've got 4, you've got 2. Has anybody else got any Europe icons?
0.
None.
There you go. Right, well, 6. Still 8 appeal with the 2 at base, so that's not bad.
It's a total.
So, 80 more, and that's it. Yes, I've got a bunch of small little animals.
Association.
The sponsor that completely
I'm
has
gonna
no
go here.
business with this particular zoo.
Take the final university. Reputation. Could you put me up 1 reputation, please?
I was about to hear that as final universe. Like, what?
Uh,
He gave it off himself, the zoo.
That one. The middle one. Yeah, my first
The
little foray.
one where the 0 rep one, because let's face it, the radiation federal
Federation.
grant zoo or whatever is not ideal.
And can you put me up 1 on the conservation track as well, please?
And the protest. Stop using up all the donations.
I'm gonna go.
Yum, yum, yum.
I'm gonna go with animals.
Get in there while it's cheap. That's what I say.
Pay
Yeah.
pay 20
It's like,
for boa constrictor and a slow run.
Nice.
Gonna play.
Hold on, boa constrictor happens first. Each player ahead of me on the track gains 1 constriction token.
Lovely.
Quarantine
Right,
lab
so
says
me.
yes, yes, just him. Just
That's fine.
Judgy McJudgyson.
This one.
What do you want? Those, yeah.
Yeah. Constriction goes on the top.
How does clever work?
Not happening.
Clever.
How does clever work?
Clever, you finish your entire action including shifting the card. Then, with the use of Clever, you can move a card to 1 or 5,
Cool.
whatever it says.
Alright, lovely. Just move any card to 1.
Yes. But it's like you finish your action and move the card as per that action first, and then with your new setup, you move a card.
Very nice.
And yeah.
So
that's
is that the constructor one? Alright.
yeah, constrictor's done. Gone to him.
And then books again?
and
Well,
then just
while you
take
take
the
your
card
turn,
to
to
1.
books. Because I don't we've done the constructor right, so. Yep.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Association.
Put it on the top card. Venom's on the bottom, and then
Fine,
it's
we'll
worth
have
2 less.
4 sponsor there.
1 construction token on the first X action card, where X is the number of tracks on which they're ahead.
Ah.
That's what I'm saying, 'cause some of them do 1, some of them do 2. That's what was worrying, yeah. But because you're ahead of him on both tracks, it puts
Ah,
it
of
on the
course,
next 2.
conservation.
Yeah, he's surprisingly got.
His
surprisingly
conservation has gone.
conserving the environment. And I'm not
His
convinced he
conservation
is.
has gone off very
Yeah.
quickly.
Right, well, that card seems to be
Unfortunately, I
nice.
kind of prefer it the other way round where I have more money coming
Right,
in.
now we got to start kicking this in the motion.
Not that I'm not altruistic,
Association at. If I do this, then I won't be able to get the next worker with that. Oh no, I could just free it up with this. Alright, fine. Association level 5. So, as much as the income stuff is tempting, if I don't get a worker now, I'm going to hold myself up for a bit. So, I'm probably going to take the worker now. You can put a worker on this? Maybe. But yeah. Previous worker I had on level 5. This is going on Europe at the middle stage. I can't be bothered to wait for a 5th Europe icon.
4 conservation.
4 conservation allows me to do multiple things. Yep, I haven't got 6 reps of this card, so I can leave one away. So I'm not taking. So I'll take the 2 reputation bonus from that one, which does allow me to flip a card. So I can.
Does that just go away now?
Yeah. So I can flip 2 cards or flip a card in the worker, but I think while that's done, you might as well carry on.
Okie dokie. So
Probably
this
going to
isn't
need to flip
too bad
association
anyway.
in trouble.
So I'm going to get rid of this constriction token by
Yes, I can
doing
drop that, so yeah.
animals.
Nice.
And I'm going to play this animal. So I'm going to play the very cute common wombat. And I'm going to place a card under it to gain an extra 2 appeal. And that is 6 appeal.
6 appeal.
6 appeal. And there we go, and I've got to pay 9 for the privilege. So, if you don't mind, 1 change please. Thank you.
Flip another card to get a worker.
And I flip this one.
Let's get the
On you, Jack, when you're ready.
worker. I might regret that later, we'll see. Right, there's master plan out of the way, now what?
I'm going to build.
Very short term master plan.
But
Yeah,
more
but it was
closest
good
to the
enough that it
animals
was
that
kind
you're
of
getting.
doesn't really matter what
I
you've got
needed
quite
the
beyond
boost to
that.
get to that before you because I didn't have anything to use that sponsor bonus
Yeah,
with.
to be fair, that 2 rep was a lot better than the other 2 options, so it was worth going.
I love
anyway.
the sponsor one again, but not with what's in my hand.
No,
my
same
one
thing,
card
I think.
anyway.
I mean, I've got a sponsor card, but I'm some way off playing it.
The thing I still haven't decided though is what I'm taking for these 2 objectives.
Can I have 5?
You may.
These 2 objectives are still up in the
Okay.
air as to which one to take.
No, 5 can close
Oh,
off.
fuck.
Giving you a 10.
I mean, that one is that one's not tempting anymore. Given what I think it is going to be that one.
That white one's our draw card.
Which one are you looking at?
This
Within reputation range, so what are you? You're blue, so the bottom 3 basically.
Which none of which do I want?
I think you can just draw from the top of the deck as an option.
What's that?
There's draw reputation range. You
Yes,
can also
deck
draw from
or
the deck.
reputation range.
Yeah, basically.
Mix and match.
Basically, it's on the day.
There we go.
I'm going to build a level 2 enclosure and a kiosk. There.
Level 2 and a
I've
kiosk.
never done it. How do you play green cards?
Green cards, you play them from your hand when you do the Association Level 5 action. They go
Yeah.
above the board on a conveyor belt, effectively, and they might give you a reputation bonus for playing it. Other than that, they function exactly like supporting one of the base projects.
So when you play one, can you activate it straight away to put a thing on it?
That's how
Yeah.
it works, yeah.
Perfect.
You get first
Yeah,
dibs on it.
I've literally never gone near this board playing this game. I
Right.
barely got the conservation.
But that explains I was going to say, the green points are quite important.
Yeah, no, they are.
Not
Not
I've done-
necessarily the base projects, but yeah, the
The
green
last-
conservation ones.
The last 3 games I've played, I've done very well in without using conservation.
Nice.
So I'm in that position now that I actually have to think about it in this game.
What does it mean if I place it on that one?
That gives you a free partner zoo. However, you
I can't.
Yes, save that. The time will come.
Just in case you need it as well, I believe that's one from supply, so it doesn't have to be available. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. It doesn't. Well, we'll find out, but yeah. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
No. But it might be for me at the moment.
No, there is that. Right, doing that. I can't do sponsors. I'm going to have to cards.
Actually-
Yeah. I need cards. I need a plan.
When you're ready, please, can you pass the rules? I'll double check while
Sorry,
I'm between
You
the
can
two.
double check that a little bit, but yeah.
Oh, they're there.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Alright, I'm doing cards, I'm breaking 2, I badly need cards, and I can snap. Oh, do I snap that? Oh, part of me really wants that card. I know, but it just seems it's a very short-term plan if I do that. So I'm gonna do it anyway. I can't let this go. I love this card. Expert on the Americas.
Very nice.
Ah, we have a green conservation. Release an animal with an Africa icon into the wild. Great. If only I actually went near that continent so far. I've done all the other 3 that the base project wanted us to do, but
No. Right, on me.
yeah.
So I'm going to use cards, get rid of this constriction token in which case. I'm going to use it, so we'll go down to 3, but I'm going to bump it up to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Little sneaky.
Very naughty. Right, so that ups it to 4, and I'm just going to draw the 2 cards. And then break 2 if we haven't already. Right.
Yeah. You? How you feeling?
I'm not going to win.
Yeah,
But I'm having fun.
I'm going to faith in me. I just really enjoy the game.
It's about having fun.
Exactly that. I just really enjoy this game.
It's really good fun.
My Zoo's
It's
an
just the
expert
strangest-
in herbivores,
It's just the
and it's
strangest
got
way
2
I've
lizards.
ever had to be pushed into playing this game.
I am
Sponsor
liking
one.
it
Like I'm only getting sponsor cards whenever I draw.
So you had your cards on anyway. I don't think you have done anything since you took cards.
I've done.
Oh, it's me, is it? Okay, cool. I'm gonna.
That's why I asked you if you were alright, because you were just like, doopa doopa doopa.
Oh, right. I genuinely had no idea it was my turn. I'm gonna go with break. So break 2, draw 4, please. None of that does anything for me. I mean, none of these do anything for me either.
Alright, well,
I'm gonna break 2, gain 2.
I'm desperate for that coffee break.
All day.
I'm gonna do this time.
I'm gonna build level 4. Doing so, I'm still 8. Need a mix of stuff, right? I need. Certainly won't say no to a kiosk. I certainly won't say no to a pavilion. So I guess I'll take a size 2 enclosure. On top of that, so apart from the 1 appeal, not much else. Oh, I'm not saying that will be a sponsor covering card. So let's put the kiosk somewhere where I know it can go legally. We'll put the 2 enclosure there. We'll put the pavilion there. So it gives me an X token. And I can play a sponsor from my hand for the cost, so I pay my last $4. Play that expert on the Americas. I've got 4 of those icons in my zoo at the moment. And each time I play an Americas icon, I can build a kiosk. So fine, more kiosks. And that's finito.
All done?
Yep, keep one of those to where I can legally place it.
Build. I'm going to build. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perhaps, or is not a lot of cash.
No, unfortunately not. I will go for just a kiosk and a pavilion. So I will
Anything to cover?
there and there. Gave me university.
Desperately get that in.
So, oh yes, I need to look that up before I confirm that.
Right.
Because that was the whole point.
Is it me now? You build again?
Depending what you find out in there.
Cool.
Hang fire a second.
No worries.
God, I hate doing this.
It should be at the.
I looked in the glossary, but didn't make it obvious. If you think you know where to look, I'm happy to give it back.
Do 1.
I don't think it's in the main
Plus
rule
1
book, but there should be like the
rack for
icon.
I didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it just
will.
says
I
university on
will
the
do it for you. I didn't know she
I,
played.
I mean,
I thought they
as
had
long
to
as
come
I'm in
on
that
display
place, we know
first.
it's
Hey, it's all about the
I
endurance.
don't like getting reputation or doing
Hey,
conservation.
we don't want you losing your record of not winning the ball game.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, look, she won Tinderbox. You played against me and Asway.
Proper game.
What? They're all proper games.
I mean, for the sake of it, I don't mind just doing
Did you win Yak? No, you didn't win Yak.
No.
I thought they had to come from
I've
display.
not won anything else.
I think
I
Asway
came-
won Yak.
I
You
came
came.
very
Don't
close
do that anymore.
second in Isle of
I
Cats.
want to refer to
Played.
I like
before I
Isle of
get something
Cats.
wrong, you know.
Are you playing?
I'm not.
No.
I'm not. I've got
Is
to
it
warm
like-
myself up for Nemesis at 4 in the morning. So
I was going to say that
I mean,
I get a break.
Yeah,
from
it's
it,
gonna
so.
murder me.
You're keen. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to do it just because
Mind
I
you,
don't
I'm
know for 100%.
Atmosphere.
I'm not 100%.
I'm 10 till half
I
4
just
in the
rather
morning.
not risk
That
it, in
whole
which
block.
case-
Yeah.
Right.
And then at half 4 I'll tag in.
Yeah.
So in that case, I'll just
Oh, back to
associate to
Sushi
make
Go.
it easier. I'll associate. Can I have my form back then, please? Building. Thank you very much. And I'll just associate instead, and I'll just go to a partner zoo and get another worker.
It's a shock horror coming up, but I'm going to drop a sponsor.
Go for Europe.
But the shock horror would be if you're not playing a card with it.
I am.
Isn't it?
In fact, I am playing another sponsor. Can I please have the sea turtle tank, which is a reptile?
Sea turtle tank?
Sea
Is it a
turtle
herbivore?
tank.
No.
It's not. This.
Is it this one?
It is
That one looks like
indeed.
a sea turtle to me.
Right, I hate these things. Trying to get them into a position. Actually, it works out pretty well.
You can see the shape at the time.
Yeah, I don't
I didn't
like. I
realise
don't
how
like
much
them
of my
because
zoo
of how
I've
they.
built up without even
separate.
trying to build up my entire zoo. It's just happened that way.
Yeah, I've got so many
Yeah.
weird 1 spots and
Mm.
2 spots lurking around. That's going to be a pain to rebuild. So, sea turtle is every time I play a reptile icon, I may sell 2 cards for 4 each. And do I gain anything for playing that, reputation wise or anything? Nothing changes.
Not unless the card says.
Cool. Cool.
I'll play.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
For anyone curious, it's definitely from the associate board, but they had to FAQ it.
Yes.
So it wasn't clear.
It's not clear on the book, yeah, but I thought I heard somewhere it was.
Yeah, it's on the official FAQ.
So,
Go.
I'm gonna break 2, draw 2.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
It's tempting to trigger the sponsors now, because I'm not really going to be playing this particular card. That's all the way down there, that's all the way down there. As much as it would be nice to use the workers first, I can't quite. Maybe it's worth just spending the turn taking the next turn. Because you can just put any card back, can't you?
Yes, absolutely. That's one thing that is very useful, at least at 1 or 2
Can
times.
be, yeah, it's that or a break with the sponsors, get an X token, but then
I could do with
because
money.
for that, you want the money, you might rather someone else does the trigger. Especially as it's free away.
Yeah, I hate the fact that I've had to break twice. I don't like being the
It's
guy.
a nice bit.
I don't like being that guy.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to spend the time, I'm going to put animals all the way back there and just use that as my turn.
Kooky. So, I am going to do that. I'm going to go to. Oh god, it hurts a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna break.
So I thought, will he do it? Because I almost would prefer you not to, but then,
You break into 3.
but then
yeah.
you're doing it, not me. So, and I get to keep my
I
sponsors
don't like
card
it
at level
last.
5.
That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I get to keep my sponsors at 5.
So 5, please. Thank you. And then
The X tokens might benefit me more than anything else. Right?
I'll get an X.
Cool, not a problem with inside. There's no other special
Thank you
thing
very
on
much.
side. Universities.
I'm all good.
Right, yeah, let's do those.
Partner scrap those 2 off the cards. See if we can get some more interesting cards, please. Because yeah, the cards have sort of stifled it a little bit. Let's see, we've got Game Lizard and a Kangaroo.
Alright.
Right, and then income, I guess.
Income.
Can I get 24, please?
That sounds a bit unreasonable.
It sounds better. It sounds better, though, doesn't
You
it?
say
I'm getting closer.
If you think that's unreasonable, then me and you will have words.
I'm getting
I'm
better
23
off.
base already.
I'll take 24 income, considering I have 3 lizards in my
It's
entire
all the
place.
kiosks I've got. That's on there, and this park restaurant thing. Because that's 23 add 5 for the restaurant. That's just a map and the appeal. So there's like 28 already, 29, 32, 34, 37. This map is generating quite a bit of income.
Yes. 28, please. Random, if you don't mind.
Well, whether I mind or not is another thing.
Thank you.
Right. Into or is this
and
gone?
15, I think. Is that right? 2, and then
13? Yeah.
Yeah. And then whose go is it?
It's me, yeah. I'm a straight up associate.
This card is still useless.
Nice.
I've got no reason to I have no means or reason to play this
I
card
think
until.
discard down to 3.
I'm going to associate for 4 to
Okay.
do a conservation.
Okay, so you got
You got the vet, dude,
The
don't you?
vet,
Yeah.
so I get to go down 1, so I'm going to play a conservation card,
Cool, make it a good one.
which is research.
That's lame.
Not the one I wanted.
And
I don't have a research. Oh no, sorry, the quarantine lab. I have one icon.
So
for
just remember
research.
with these ones, that's only
Get
instant
research.
effect, that's
Yeah.
instant and
yeah, I think I'm going instant effect, but I don't know which one. I'm here like partnership zoo sounds
I think
nice.
the work is really strong early on, I always think, but it's
I've done alright without them for now, and at the moment I
If
don't
you're not
want anything else
associating
over here
much,
because
fair
I'm
enough,
only hitting
yeah.
this.
How
None of
strapped are you
these.
for money?
At the moment,
The 12 bucks
I'm
is not.
okay. I don't have anything that costs too much in my hand, so
What
I
about
think
partner zoos?
that's what I think I'm going. I think I'm going partner zoo.
Because
Just,
if you
just
have
to
got,
start
if you
bumping
have got
up.
animals to play, that's the same as getting
which one
income.
would you like,
frankly.
Pinboy?
Whichever is in your hand.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Australia.
Because whatever animals you got in your hand, that's what you want. Isn't it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go.
But that's 5 conservation for blue.
Very nice.
And whatever that does for you.
Well, you basically get a choice of a worker or flip a card.
Yeah, cool.
And then your next one is either to take $5 or play a sponsor from your hand for the cost.
What do you mean for the cost? Do I
You
pay
pay
any
the
money?
you pay the strength cost in cash, and you can play a sponsor from your hand.
Without
Perfect.
playing the
I'm
action.
probably taking that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the card flip
Yeah,
instead of the worker.
okay, yeah, and then you're
And
going to
I'm
get back to essentially play a sponsor from your hand.
Then I'm going to pay 5 money,
Yeah, I say I always like that 'cause it saves you doing the sponsor action. You have to-
and
you've done
I'm
it
going to play this sponsor, which is diversity researcher. Rock and you may cover water and rock spaces. Ignore requirements for water and
Yes.
rock spaces. Gain 2 money instantaneously for each water and rock icon. Which I don't
it's
think
either
I
each
have.
Or it's pairs, I'm sure.
It says each for each water and rock icon, which I'm pretty sure I have 1, 2. So it's only 4 money for me. But I mean, I wanted it to ignore things. Plus,
Oh,
it
yeah,
has
I mean, it's a nice card.
Plus, it has a science icon, which means because I played a science icon into my zoo, I go up 1 on conservation.
Science is now getting you a conservation.
From Science Museum. So if I put a science icon into my zoo, I gain 1 conservation point.
Very nice.
Your zoo.
My sp-
Your zoo.
I've got I've got some animals in it.
Yours
With his
is
own-
like a
his
university
own
with
vest.
some tanks.
I don't
Yeah.
even really understand how this is playing out.
I'm not
for
sure
me.
it's a zoo. I think yours is just a veterinary hospital. Those are just your patients.
You are.
I mean,
you
one
are
of them is
shells.
stuffed. It's more of a it's more of a taxidermist, I think. It's like
Yeah, I don't particularly know how this is working, but we're not going to question it at the moment.
it's not too bad from a conservation point.
It looks okay. I wasn't expecting to go so far up in the conservation in 1 turn.
If I want to place one of the conservation projects, is
Association
it?
5.
Yeah, so I can use that. Yeah.
Particular.
The 2 Europe.
Okay.
Is it just one?
Yeah.
So you take
well,
one
it takes it
there
from
to
here,
get
so you can
from-
either get an instant bonus or something that triggers now and in every income phase. So what do you badly need is the question.
I'd quite like another worker, I think.
Another worker.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking at that.
Yeah. Go for that one.
€2. There we are.
And then I
two-
just bump.
Then you just take the bottom one and
Sorry to be a pain. Can I get 2 more money, please?
yes.
The Adventure Park has rocks on it.
Yes.
That's all I needed to do.
It's
that time,
missing
isn't
all
it?
of these things. Sorry.
It's mad with the word.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, put up your conservation by 2.
I mean, I can trade you the Adventure
Black.
Park.
You're back. Oh, that's it. Now you get. Well, saying that you can flip a card or get another worker, but yeah, flipping a card.
Oh,
that's
very
bad.
nice. Yeah, nice turn.
Yeah, I think I need to get in there on
That was the first good turn I've
the
had.
association front.
Getting someone out.
As much as I could wait to get a 5th icon, it is not worth it. 4 is good enough. So yeah, let's X token associate to 5 and right. What's the next one? $5 as well. Yeah. Definitely do that. As for with the bonus, tempted by the reptile house actually. Got 2 reptiles I can move in. Then, oh no, I could just fit it. I might do that. I might do that actually. Yeah, I'll take the instant reptile house bonus, assuming there's any more left. Is there a page in it?
Should be right.
Unless you've mixed up some of the things.
I definitely have not.
I was gonna say,
That's
there's only
the-
one
I
there's only
don't
2
generally
built.
like that.
I was gonna say, there's this many areas. There's definitely more.
There's more in this one.
Oh right, they've been mixed up in there.
Just the next door.
Fine. Cool. In that case, put that on the middle Americas, please.
Americas.
Middle Americas for free appeal. I've paid the donation for 1 extra. 3, 4. And then it can be. Because I literally cannot physically fit that anywhere, and I know that for a fact. So,
I think
we'll
that's the
take-
quickest anyone's filled up their zoo that I've seen.
I haven't been trying to fill it up, but the free kiosk from him and just like building lots of small stuff every time I can. It's I had a zoo, school, playground, and a penguin park. Yeah, it's just slowly done. Also, I'm not sure whether this particular map just has less spaces than the others. I'm not sure. Either that or it's just got very like you can't do large animals with this map. It's just like there's too much stuff in your way. You need this diversity thing. I think that's it as well. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to add now.
Yeah, the diversity thing's going to help.
Well, this map is very like windy, like windy around rocks and water, so the fact that you can build over them would actually be quite handy.
I'm going to build, and I'm going to build a.
Yeah, the pairs you were talking about is 1 water and 1 rock gets me 2 points at the end of the game.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't notice it. I literally just looked over it, saw the brown and
I
red.
thought there was one that wanted pairs, but I thought that seems
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
too easy. But yeah, that's the bit that
It's just money at the start when it all kicks off.
money's all good.
Yeah. I really don't mind making a little bit of cash.
We can get you university, no?
And then you can do the science thing. 'Cause you like conservation points.
Forget. Well, you don't want him there. You've done your bit. Your work is done with the science conservation project.
Yeah. I can't touch anything
I
else.
could do the bird one.
I need 1 appeal for that.
It's tempting.
And a university.
It's not like there's a massive influx of birds, frankly.
Scrap that one. Been after that one for ages.
But I'm not spending all 4 of my X tokens to do that. No, we'll wait.
I'm gonna go with
And then
animals.
I get to flip a card.
Flip away, my man. You don't mind me doing animals while you're doing that, do you?
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
not.
Cool. Because everyone's been complaining about the lack of animals in the zoo of mine.
What's that?
I mean, God forbid animals in the zoo that aren't patient.
I'm telling you, it's not that important.
You have literally got 3 reptiles, right?
I've got 4 technically because of
Oh,
the
okay.
turtles.
Oh, I see.
I
Do
do
they
own
count? Yeah, so
turtles.
you've got the
yeah.
tank for them. I'm not sure. It's like my penguin pool. I don't necessarily have a penguin.
It's basically a swimming pool right now.
I've got the water playground for that. Everybody in the restaurant can keep an eye on their kids in the water playground. It's great. Thinking of the adults.
Just under.
Oh yes. I'm gonna put, well, while you're doing it, I forgot. Yes. Building the reptile house means move the reptiles into it. A size 1 and a size 4.
I'll spend 22. It's 23. I'm not sure. 23 to play a Northern Cassowary.
Oh my god, he's got a second animal.
It's a shame, I think, doesn't key off with other people playing birds.
So I'll play a Northern Cassowary, which allows me to put a +2 on my build action card. And I'll also play the Veiled Chameleon. Which is 0 in here, so it just slots in. Gets me 4.
Okay.
And I will.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
So I've realised I've only got 2 constant
Americas
icons
and
in my
Europe.
entire series. So he's rectified.
I'll ditch this
I know
koala.
who my partners were.
Can I get 4 money, please? Because I ditched the koala.
Your partner would have shown any ditch to come.
And then can I have a +2 thing on build? ×2 from the cassowary, which I don't even know.
They're in the box.
Does that just mean I double for free?
It means that you get to do the action twice when you do it.
Yeah,
Cool.
at that level, which is
Yeah.
good.
There we go.
But if you don't use it
I'm
before
gonna
we break,
build-
you lose it.
Are we anywhere near a break? No, we're not.
No, but saying that, it does tend to sort of people get desperate to break.
I'm gonna build.
If a break happens between my turn now, I'll be very shocked.
It's very gutted.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to build. I've
It
got
won't happen,
It
some
won't
money,
happen, yeah, you are safe.
so I should be okay. I do need to start filling some of these spaces.
a kiosk, a pavilion, and a level 2.
And a level 2.
They're 8, right?
8, absolutely.
Well, I've officially got 6 animals, so am I now ahead of you with the animals?
You're ahead of me, isn't
I've
it?
got-
How many of them are patients and sponsors?
I've only got 2.
One of
lizards.
them's a sponsor.
So 5. Alright, we're equal on animals.
Nice.
What? Right. Remind me what these icons are.
Yeah,
named.
finally.
I'm
became
playing
a
the zoo game.
You finally became a zoo.
That word.
You can play a sponsor from your hand by paying the strength in money.
Oh right. Yes, please. Do I have to place
Well,
the kiosk can't go next to a pavilion or?
no,
I know
the
the one
kiosk can't
downstairs.
go
I'm gonna
within
quickly
2
run down
spaces
to
of
the
the
little boys'
kiosk.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can put it as a
Oh,
pavilion and
right.
fine,
Wait
but you won't be able to put it down there as a
Oh, that won't
kiosk.
take long.
Okay. But I still get the thing, don't I?
Yeah. The alternative is that you could do your partner zoo one up there. Now there's a bunch of them up there.
Mm. Well, I can do that as well, right? Or can I not get this?
Well, it depends. If you want a kiosk, then that's where it could go.
Yeah.
If you just want that and you're happy with the pavilion, then just do that. Yeah.
But I've got I'm going to play all 3.
Oh,
But do I
fine.
get the
Yeah.
Right, hang on. So let me do that
Yeah.
first. Let me play.
Right, one for black if you can reach it.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Each time you build at least one building, you may build exactly one more of the same kind. Yeah. So basically, that
At the normal cost.
that duplicate rule doesn't apply for you for one
Yes.
building.
That is quite nice, actually.
Yeah. Especially when you get the bonus for zoo map completely covered, which seems to be going that way.
So I get a free.
You get a partner zoo out of what's left, which, to be fair, is not
Which
going
one
to be a
would
problem
you
for you.
Africa. No, I've got Africa.
Yeah.
So, yeah, what is that? Asia or the
You got
Americas?
South America or Asia?
Let's go Americas.
South America.
Americas.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Now
then
you can
I
cover it because you flip the card, so now you get your other worker.
Yeah.
And then where's the other size 2 thing go?
That'll go there.
Nice.
So that makes
Yeah.
it a size 4. Essentially, but yeah. And
Yeah.
then what did I do? I built. So
Still useless.
cool. Thank
Why do
you.
I keep looking at it?
In the hopes that it might
It
suddenly
won't.
become
I can't even physically
spontaneously.
build the bonus it gives
Not
you. So
useless.
yeah, it is useless for my zoo
Sorry.
in every way.
Can't read them cards.
Yeah, go ahead.
Snap it.
And we're sponsoring for 5 now. I need cards. Yeah, I need cards. That's the only thing.
What's these ones here?
Anything worth
for?
snapping?
Those have been used, so yeah, they go back in the box.
Is it worth snapping a kangaroo now?
phone.
You're fine.
Yeah, I just need cards, period. Find something to do with them. Or I could just keep building.
Alright, no worries.
Fill up my zoo lickety split. I'm gonna use the
Look,
next
Connor,
two
everything's on fire!
Don't.
Why are you doing this to me?
Why would you do that? I know that man's pain right now.
It's like 30 minutes or
Susie,
something.
as I walked on to go, he was just like,
I don't even care
I
what
need
these
this.
three cards are. Discard that one.
cool, no worries, dude.
Discard that stupid card.
Wild large animal program.
Yeah, I can't even fit the enclosure it gives you on the zoo. And I don't have that card flipped, or even
Yeah.
6 rep. It's useless in every way. So these 3 cards are a lot better.
I rarely see large animals.
Be a win con. I've not seen people
Yeah.
wear
You
it.
should see me 2 games ago.
Oh, really?
I built 6. I played 6 animals the entire game. I only ended the game with 3 of them because I released 3 of them into the
Oh,
wild.
nice.
Wow.
Solid.
And I did have a
Solid
large
love that.
animal thing like that. Yeah, it requires a different style,
Mm.
but it is doable because
You have
get
to like dive into it straight away.
you
with
need
that strategy,
a different
right?
income source because you're not getting it from the appeal track. But when you do play an animal, it's
Take
usually
that
getting you
one.
quite a bit of stuff. So you want to, and obviously every time you see a release thing come out, you grab it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I actually started the game with 1 because I had 1 giant bird. I had a size 4 bird and the
Keep putting
release
these-
continent for
keep
it.
putting these
So I started
reptiles
it,
out.
built the
Big
enclosure, put the
win.
bird out, then released it immediately.
Yeah.
Got me the conservation for that, and it got me the head start. But it required me to play very different to how I normally would.
Okay, I'm going to go with build twice. Not that I need it. I don't think I've got enough money to spend that many builds.
Right, my discard is going to be some Wolfies.
Look at you with all your wands.
I know.
Start a collection.
And change it if you want.
I'm about to spend them all if I can help it. Right. Can I have
Here we go.
a kiosk,
Kiosk.
Uh,
a 2, and a 3?
How much is your build strength?
5.
So a 3, a 2, and a 1.
Yeah, because I've got build times 2. So I can do it twice. So I'll do
Right,
the 3
yeah.
and a 2 and then I'll do the 1.
Yeah.
So if we're going to do that in order, so I'll do the 3 and the 2 first. So can I have the 3 and the 2, please?
3 and a 2.
That's fine if you're doing the time.
It's fine.
Yeah.
3 and 2.
Yeah.
To gain 5 money.
5 money, please. Thanks.
I wish I could find some more sponsors actually. I've got that sponsor card level 5.
And then you only want to use your second action for a level 1, do you?
Well, now I've got 5 money, I might use it for more.
Okay.
Yeah, I will use it for more, I think.
Okay.
Yay or nay?
Yeah, I'll take 3 kiosks and be done with it.
You can't do
only
it,
take
okay.
1.
Okay, fine. So I'll take 1 kiosk.
You can take
That'll
a
do.
pavilion as well if you wanted, or and a level 1, but you can't take the
Yeah, do you know what? I'll have a one change back. I'll take a kiosk and a pavilion.
kiosk and a pavilion.
Right, we've got 1 there.
Bang.
Off you go.
That's for me.
Right. How does he work?
You have 2 partner Zeus, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So basically, at the end of the game, if you can support 5 projects, you get a point. But mainly, it's you have 2 of
Can I
your
have
cubes
2
on it.
X total?
Yeah.
And then when you support a base conservation project, so not his research one, but any of those other 4, you can discard 1 token as if it was an icon. So it kind of allows you to get a higher level of support without actually having an icon.
Right, okay, so this could act as like...
They're effectively
extra-
2 temporary wilds, yeah.
Okay. That's pretty useful.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, nothing we
And they
see.
go up there. Fab.
See, I literally, oh, you really give us more coffee. Rainbow coffee now.
As if that was your only job.
Hey, I've got to make it look good.
Yeah.
This sponsors of a level 5 is really complex. There's nothing to explain with it. And I'm not using it to get $5 because that would just be rubbish. Good thing I've got all these X tokens, I guess. Perhaps I should just build these cards up. Yeah, alright, fine. Build 8. I'm sure I can get something good with 8 cash. So, 8 cash, right. Oh yes, that reminds me, I need cubes for those.
So we've got Americas, we've got Asia, we've got birds, and we've got Europe.
So I've done Europe already.
Right.
Yeah, you've done Europe.
Because you can only pick one of the 3 for each one, can't you? Yeah.
Can I have pavilion, kiosk, and size 2, please?
Pavilion, kiosk, and a 2.
Yeah, and I will cover up the space as I draw a card, all those sucks, so I'll just take it off the deck. Done.
All done. I'm going to associate with an X, upping it to 5.
Don't do that.
And then putting one down
Never
on
ends
here.
Don't associate with your ex.
No.
I just
No,
got what your
God,
joke
no.
was.
I didn't
Come
get
on,
it
guys,
at
it's
all
not
from
even
No,
that.
I got
midday
that
yet.
I know from experience, do not do that.
Right, I'm going to do the income, I think. So we'll go
They are X's for reasons.
here, and I will take that 4.
Nice. Go up
So
3.
3 conservation brains.
5 money, please.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. Oh, wait there. I will spend that 5 and another 3 change. I'll do the thing.
One of my cubes should be on there, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, because I forgot to put the cube on after my last 5.
That's fine, but it's still okay. So it's just cost 7, so 3 change. Thank you. And then that one goes there, and I gain 1 extra conservation, please.
Alright, do you want a size 3 enclosure or
I will
$5
take
again?
the size 3, please.
Cool, and that bonus is gone.
Yeah.
Gar.
And I was so close to getting it.
And
Yeah, what did I just draw?
I guess I have to do that one.
Yes,
So
I like that.
get. Oh god, no! This is more important. It's stats. So I'll go over here.
Can I
So X.
can I break 2 and draw 4, please?
Draw 4. So you are really
Associate that one.
monopolising that card of yours, yeah.
Hey, card draw.
There's like
Cards
20
win
cards.
games.
I know, I wish I did have some more card draw, I must admit, but taking workers rather than flip cards. Actually, can I flip any more cards? Oh, if I get 2 universities which do nothing for me, so yeah. I think I'm only going to have 2 flip cards this game.
It's still quite strong, and then apparently all I've drawn is sponsors instead of.
Can I have a
look at it.
sponsor?
I drew
Get this
4 cards.
sponsor level 5
Nice.
card off
I would have liked all of those.
Yeah, I would like to have that, you know, off my plate, but
I drew 4 and had to discard 1, and they're rubbish for me. Absolutely rubbish.
you need a card with
I'm
sunbathing.
done.
All done.
Sunbathing card with hitting those.
I have sunbathing every time I play a lizard.
Oh,
Every time I play a reptile, I get sunbathe for 2.
Yeah, very nice.
So that's the reason I keep drawing loads of cards, because I'm just like, oh, I'll just keep
Free money,
sunbathing.
as long as you can find a
Play
reptile.
9
Mm-hmm.
for a minute.
Nine for a little monkey.
Ecuadorian squirrel monkey. So you can buy him for 9, and then I can also
Yes.
place an action
Yes,
down
so.
on 1. So I might actually. Can I then do that?
Yeah,
and
so
push
maybe
them
you
all up?
move
Yeah.
the cards first, then do that.
Yeah.
5
Bang.
appeal for black.
That's going. I've been lovely a couple of turns ago.
5 appeal for
I
black.
have nothing.
And flip your
I
enclosure.
had that same scenario, hence why I drew it.
And flip where it's going, enclosure wise.
Oh yeah, sorry.
What is it? You got a reptile in there, you got a reptile in there. Oh yeah, this will be your first flipped enclosure.
Yeah.
I was on it, I do.
It's been a
mine's
while for
mine's
me.
slightly worse than
Right,
Jack's,
I need to use the X token.
So I have a gold
I need to use the X
facility.
tokens because as long as sponsors is constantly sucking up my. I will find a sponsor going to play at some point, but
You
I
found
don't.
them
I don't
all.
want to. I don't want to waste $5 for a level 5 sponsor. No, I'll play an X token on my animals card so that I can play 2 animals because they're nice and small. The only annoying thing is, do I have enough money for this? Just because I don't have any of these as partner zoos. This will cost me $23 and I like it a lump it.
Dun, dun, dun.
So 2 more there. Although I can sell up to 2 I'm not selling that card for kickoff. I'll sell that one though. Okay, so I'll get $4 back with that 1 card. And place a free kiosk or pavilion, so I'll grab a kiosk. No. Just put it next to it. There we go. I'm getting there, kiosks. But it gives me 8 appeal. Doesn't take up any space in my reptile house, but it will flip a size 1 enclosure.
Do they go up 5 rep on
Yes.
that one? Yeah.
And I get 2 more appeal because that's a bird. One of them is anyway.
Cool.
And I played a reptile in case that throws anybody else's things off, but no. Cool.
Doesn't touch me.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
2 more
will
of the continent
do
icons finally.
Sponsors with an X to make it a 5. There we are. Play a sponsor card from my hand. And this is the one I started out with at the start of the game and have been working towards.
Ooh.
Probably not worth
Oh,
it.
right, yeah.
Um,
It's a good one though.
There we go. So I gain 4 appeal.
Nice. You're on it.
4 appeal and then income giving 1.
Yeah.
I love that card. That
Yeah,
card
it's a
would have been
good
great for me.
I wanted it a little bit earlier, but I just couldn't
It's
get
one,
it.
if you can get it early, it's fantastic, but 4 is hard. You need to have a.
Well,
you need-
that's why I was
You need
trying
that
to get
university
I just-
and some other stuff in your hand. Alright? Yeah.
I'm going to go with associations for 4. Can't complete any conversations. So, where shall I go? Smart. I'll take Africa to flip association.
Nice.
That's me, Shells.
Association. I'm gonna do. I believe I can do America 2.
Yeah, we got a sponsor thing.
America 2. Yeah.
Ooh. We have a donation bar.
We did.
Very nice.
£544, 21%. It's not 2.5 where I mean.
Awesome.
It's about 200 quid more than this morning.
Is
Oh
that
my
just
gosh.
is that just from tickets or everything?
That's just
That doesn't count up.
donation.
That doesn't count up tickets, does it?
Tickets as
Wow.
well,
The
yeah.
tickets
Ticket
would be
sales.
separate.
Ticket
each.
sales
That's
get put in.
amazing.
And
Ticket
I,
sales
mean,
get
I put the
paid.
word out in my workplace into people on my blog or something, and there's definitely at least a couple hundred quid that came from that. So it's like,
Fantastic.
yeah. Despite everybody at work asking me what on earth is a board game marathon.
Well, I said, oh,
I
we're
do-
doing the marathon, and this woman went, wow, and I went, no.
One person thought that, yeah. It's like, are you running for 24 hours? It's like, no. It's like, I do work with one girl though, an Asian girl who likes her board games as well, so she tends to check in on that stuff. Alright, you all done?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I'm gonna. Oh, actually, what's that? No, that's sponsored. Right. Oh, good. I'm glad I got those free X tokens from earlier because they are paying for themselves. Alright, association. Bump it up to 5. 2 workers, because I need to put double workers on that space to do this. I don't have enough of the sponsor, which is annoying, but I do have the means to apply for that. Command. 1 reputation. We're still not going to break for a while, are we? Tempted to get the X tokens again. Although, actually, if I take the money, yeah, actually, I'm going to take 12 money as a immediate thing because now I do have enough to. Yeah, I do have enough to pay the donation. Right, put that on the highest. The highest one's that America one. No, the one I just played.
Sorry.
The
this
release in
one.
the Americas
Yeah.
because we're going to release Snappy. into the wild.
Oh, the OG.
The OG Snappy is going back into the wild. Lose 7 appeal because no longer is Snappy in my zoo, but he's happy in the Amazon rainforest
He's
where I
happy.
dare not to tread because it's full of spiders, and 5 conservation.
Wow.
Which triggers the final scorecard choice.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yep. Yep, so now you look for your 2 objectives and decide which one you are keeping.
Neither of mine are good,
And
but that's
one of them
least
is not
bad.
too bad with yours, however, to be honest, yeah, I made a decision earlier as to which one I was going for, so yeah, it is clearly that one. Right. 2 workers on there, and I believe that's it.
Okay.
Saying that, 1 more because I made a donation.
do cards. That's at level 3, and I get to snap at level 3 on this one. So I'm gonna snap this bad boy.
A boy, deadly snake. Replaced by a white rhino.
There we are. That's me.
African herbivore. May add an unused base conservation project to your hand.
I'm breaking for 5.
Sponsor
Dun,
5.
dun,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Can I have 10 monies?
Yeah, I was going to say, please tell me that's at least a flip sponsor, because that's what I don't want to do with this one, because it's not flipped. It's like, I'm not
You're
really
up,
wasting it.
Yeah, I kind of want to get back to the refresh.
Just realised that.
Yeah.
If I rush that now, if somebody just breaks, like,
Mm.
golden.
Yeah, I really don't want to.
I've only got 10
I put it in the
now.
I've got too
position.
much money.
I put it in the position to happen.
Yeah, money's not a problem for me at the moment. Even with those two, that did cost me a bit to do those last 2 animals though, because I didn't have partners
Yeah,
used for either of them. This is
You're
Break
breaking.
4.
You're breaking.
Yeah.
Can you,
I could've
can you
done
draw
that on my
cards to
turn.
break or not? Because you haven't got any cards in hand, my love.
No, but well, she's got the cards actually. I know you draw 1 card, is it?
Draws one, yeah. I was just thinking, if you can, draw 1, or unless you want to draw more later. It's just the fact that you've got no cards in hand.
Yeah.
Might give you something you can do. Plus it breaks anyway.
Still breaks.
Yeah.
Break has happened. I didn't take anything. Did I? No, because I took 12 bucks. Workers. Alright, what do you need to replace?
Hi, just come for a nosy.
How dare you?
I ain't got a clue what you're doing, but I just come
But
for
I get it, because you've got a clue on your chest, it's smart. Yeah, building a zoo.
Well, sort of.
Cute little animal.
I'm still not sure about his research.
Yeah, our
institute.
zoos are a bit
No,
strange.
no, I haven't a clue about these kids.
Alright, I've given you the stuff to replace that
Trying
board.
to build up an interest.
Those 2
Yeah,
cards need to
why
go.
not?
Sorry.
So this one's quite good because it's this one you're playing as a zoo owner, basically. So you have to build the little enclosures for the animals to go in and things like that. So yeah, it's one of the better ones.
Oh my god, this one, sorry.
It's probably, I
This
don't
is
know.
the one
Really
that I think is
popular.
just trying to sell me downstairs.
To be honest, it's probably the in-game at the moment.
Can I,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
can I have 35, please?
Oh yeah, we're going to do our tab refresh, haven't we?
Hang on, what's my controls?
Perfect.
18? No, I don't know.
Go,
You just got the, oh no, you got Swampy up front there and no, that's only next door, so yeah.
18? Less.
Uh,
It's better than it has been in the past.
I've got so many
I'm a
kiosks,
really
it's
broke zoo owner.
24, 29,
I
right.
was just watching you all on the screen. and
30.
thought, "Oh, I have none."
Don't forget to give
35.
Shells an X token.
38,
X token on income, is it?
29,
Yeah, because she made the break.
41,
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
There's your X.
41 go.
I'm not far behind you anymore though, like I'm 6 behind you now.
5 money.
Where you getting your income from?
I'm coming from reptiles, I get 9 just for having 5
And they
reptiles.
all just go
Yeah,
back in
only
there
5
then,
more
so
money,
I've still
please.
got 3
5,
workers, yeah.
Hey?
They stay in there.
Yeah.
And I get 1 conservation, please.
Bothering me.
Hey,
Nice.
Mine 1 conservation income. Thanks very much.
Just getting
No.
us freebie income. Right, you triggered that, didn't you?
I
But I
don't.
still
All the money
have
in
no
there,
cards.
and no animals.
Because I was going to trigger it if you didn't.
Sorry.
Well, if you didn't, so.
That gives me a bit of time at least.
Yeah, cards are needed, so I'm definitely going to do a cards action. Is there anything, is it worth paying the X token to drawing more cards? Not really.
Now I'm the one with a massive zoo with barely anything in it. Taking over your role.
Well, I started to play lizards unfortunately.
Done.
I've got
Started putting animals in my zoo, which is just tragic.
I will
Can't say I love what I
build.
do, but it's the best thing I've got.
Let's build. I'm going to build, and I'm going to build a level 2, and just for a change, we'll do a kiosk and a pavilion. Level 2 kiosk pavilion for 8.
Actually, maybe snapping one of the
So this one's got to be next to a rock. Put that one somewhere.
Good luck, guys.
Thank
The level of concentration. It's like,
One rep, that one can go there, because that's legal. This one can go...
why
So
not?
one appeal from that one reputation from the tile on the board. There we are. And that's it.
I'm gonna animals. Animals to play broad snouted caiman.
Reptile for a change.
Just trying to mix things up in the zoo,
That's
you know.
it, that's it.
So that'll be 16.
Anything special with it?
I think I'm going to enclosure it. Yeah, I get snapping one. I think I'm going to enclosure it rather than put it in the thing.
Let me guess, is that African spirit talking about to go behind me?
100%. That is a card with my name all over it.
Do you get a bonus for other people playing Reptiles?
No, unfortunately not.
All the
Thank
large
God.
animals coming out.
So that's all I've got, and I'm reluctant to give anyone.
And then I'm gonna ditch these to gain 8 money, please. Cheers. Look, it's actually panned out to be quite a reasonable strategy, this, but you two have gone very quick.
Yeah.
Well, I'd
things
say
are
one of us
Things
maybe.
are stagnating though. So
Yeah, I mean, that line is just
it is, but
petrifying,
it is
isn't it?
stagnating a
He's
little bit
very
because
close.
I don't have
It
the
is so close,
I don't have
though.
the cards. This is the
Side entrance.
Side entrance is a good
side
card.
entrance.
It's a good card.
Side entrance.
Side entrance, and that doesn't necessarily need to
So
I think.
join on to anything, does it?
no, it can go on any two border spaces. It has to go on border spaces, but
Yeah.
it can go on the other side of the board if you want it.
We'll see.
Move a card to number 1, which I would love to have right now.
Mmm.
Move this rotten sponsors card.
Yes. Side entrance is going there. And animals. Let's go to 1. Thank you.
Maybe I will just take that sponsors off the 5 because it really is getting annoying.
Yeah, I've got an animals with the same culprit up here that I've had to work towards.
Yeah, because it's just using up the extra.
Yeah,
it
and
would
you
be
don't
better
want to use
spent
it
on other
unless
things.
you've got 2 to play,
Exactly.
really.
Forget
But
that.
then you're like, no,
Right.
I'm
All
not
my
going to
exes
play
sponsors.
any.
$5. Mass coffee. Yours. Wow.
Coffee.
Get it off. Get it off.
Right,
It's
I've
sucking
Go
up my
away.
thing. Well, I've been trying to get sponsors going, but no, they're just not appearing.
Right, we'll
You
do
should have a
animals.
big coffee.
And having build on number 5 would be ideal at this point.
So we're doing this one for 10. So I'll put that to one side for a second.
Snack? What is it?
Schnacky.
Schnacky.
Schmacky.
Schnacky.
Schmacky the snake.
We're learning so much about animals
This is
today.
it.
And bad naming protocols, yes.
Right, so that one does that one. That's 5 appeal. I'll do them separately just to make it ultra.
The
then
cousin
we do.
of snapping.
Each player ahead of you on the appeal track gains 2 venom tokens, so you don't. But
I do.
that means you do. Payback, that's called, sir.
What does Venom do?
So venom costs you money for every single one of your turns that you do not get rid of it. By.
That's fine. If I can handle for now.
Yeah, you,
Yeah.
Where does
and
it
they go
go?
on your bottom 2.
they go in the coffee break.
Oh wait, there is
I only
it
get
one
one.
per?
I
Yeah,
get
I was
one.
going to say 1.
They go on my what? My down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lowest one.
How do I get rid of it? By just
Use
using the
it.
card.
Using the card.
Fine.
Yeah, you pay $2 until you use it.
That's all right.
And this is your game, it's
I
more
respect
of a
I
nuisance.
respect that.
And
I
my
respect
second
that.
animal, so I'm going to use my ability to get rid of one of those requirements
Yeah.
and pay.
My reputation
14
of my zoo is
yeah,
awful.
11.
Your conservation's getting there, my love.
Change, please. Oh, I've got the other one. There we go.
Hey, look, I've got a side
and
entrance.
Hey,
that's
I mean, you can tell that we're the casuals.
There we are. And so that's constriction.
Just like
So that
Yeah,
actually
isn't it?
trigger.
I'm like building
No.
physics.
Because I'm ahead of you and I don't care about your. I'm quarantined against your radiation sickness.
Yeah. There we go.
You've played snakes.
Play 2
And my
snakes.
terrible, like, Tiger
Two
King
snakes, and they're
esque
gonna
zoo
go.
that
She's
has
saying
no
that reptile
reputation.
income.
The reptile, if I could have had the reptile
$3,
income one,
$3
along
for
with
reptile.
all of
This
this,
is what I was
like,
looking at,
really
like,
dope.
please don't
Really
rid
dope.
of it.
Jack, you're up.
Now this is the decision. I'm going to associate now and get it over and done with. Because I can donate.
Oh, yes, of course.
Crane over and look at. What's Yosemite?
What's this,
Releasing, yeah.
Yeah. So release one
Release
with
an
an
America,
American.
a South American animal. So you could do the small.
I'm going
Release your monkey.
I'm going.
Good, couldn't I?
I'm going association.
And then that would get me the 2.
Gives you
minus-
it gives you the free
Go
consolation
an
points.
association
You'll lose
for
5 appeal, but well,
Apologies.
you lose 5 appeal.
It's
You get the free conservation
Yeah.
points, but then it also unlocks another land.
I'm going to release an African snake that costs 2. Sorry,
Oh.
Shells.
Never mind.
That's not from there.
Plain it.
Sorry, Shells.
Yeah, what?
So I lose. That goes discard.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
lose
yeah.
7.
Yes. So hang on. Have you just lost your definition of the zoo now?
No, because I still have
Is
5.
that
I
you
still
chucking
have.
your
I
animals
still
down?
have 5 reptiles. Still have
It's
5
got the
reptiles.
turtles.
Wait a minute. Hang on. We don't want to be a zoo. We don't get the grant income for that.
I have 1 turtle, 1 monkey, and a gamma.
We don't get a veterinary grant income if we call the zoo. So just release more animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 snake takes that out. These are the hardest things to work out which one to take off. I also have to pay 2 for
They are
doing
tough.
this because of
Usually,
I've got venom.
X's are understated. They are.
I'm gonna-
Oh yeah, taking those free earlier came in very handy.
Which
No,
of
I think I'm
those
gonna take a worker. I
universities
need
is
a
gonna be
catch
my
up.
best shout at this point?
What's that say?
The 3 universities, which is going to be my best shout?
Well, it depends what you.
Well,
get
you
your
can't have
hand
the
to
same
a lot of
duplicate, so I would say the hand size 1 and 1 rep. Because again,
Mm.
if you don't need the science, well, the only thing with taking the
Thing
science,
is, here is open still.
yeah, but I think you already got 2 by default.
Basically, the
No, no,
research
but
tags
one.
are useless unless you've got
You
something
need 2
in your
science
hand or you
icons.
want to complete one of those.
So you,
And I've got that now. No.
no, you'd have to take the double science icon for that, and that's all it gives you.
I can do this at the same time, can't I?
What's that? Sorry. Yes.
No, I would actually
As
take
long
the one
as
that
you've
only
got
gets
the-
you
yeah, as long
I
as
have
the
the
1
one,
rep.
yeah.
The hand
Yeah,
size not that
I
bugger,
was
but
looking
one rep gets you a card for that.
Money's not
Yeah.
an issue for me. Let's go.
No. Apparently not for me.
So I'll
Animals.
associate,
Can I gain 5 money, please? Sorry. Thanks. I'm about to
associate
get
with
past.
the 4 and get the
So I
5
get
and
3
1.
points
Five
now.
outside.
1
And
point.
someone take key
That's
off
4.
me.
Jack, give me that.
Conservation.
Still trying to finish
I'm
my
leaving
turn.
it.
I'm
Well,
still
you're
trying to
taking
finish.
too long.
And one of you two, like,
Don't be getting
Thank
so angry on stream.
Can we have a coffee counter on this?
actually, can we just put a full stop after can we have a coffee? That would be great. Where's that rainbow maid? Where's Becky?
And I associated, so
Becky, you're in contact. You
I've
get
done it
her.
1, so I get to flip as well, right?
A card, yeah.
Please.
Cards would not be a
Cards.
bad thing, to be honest, 'cause I
Cards.
wish mine was.
Right. And then I'm done.
Cool. Right. We had this plan. So build 5, 10 bucks. Right. I need size 2, size 1, kiosk and pavilion, please.
So 2, 1.
Put in your order for your enclosures.
Well, I've got 5 spots to use up, so
Yeah.
that's the only way I can build 5 things.
Right, you're right with my taking mine?
Man's got a full zoo.
Go ahead, yeah. So 1, pop a
Associate
kiosk,
for
go
5.
here, pop
And
a...
I am going to use an X to up it to 6.
Your hair's getting stressed
There.
out.
My zoo is
We
completely...
know you're not, you might not
Yeah.
win at this point. And your
my
hair's
zoo
going,
is now completely
"Oh."
covered.
I just can't help but touch it nowadays. I just can't. It's
I'm
just
gonna
getting to
go
that
there
stage.
and there. Take this one.
Strength 6 association.
Oh,
Lovely and silky.
Thanks,
so
babe.
there we are. And can I get... Yeah. I think it was 4.
4.
4 right, I think.
Where did the other 2 come
Oh my
2
god.
there and 2 for going there.
I have 4
Thank
reps,
you.
sorry.
And that's flip a card as well.
I'll have 4 cards,
My
please.
last one.
And break 2.
What, you're not going to flip animals when you've already got 6?
Huh?
I said you're not going to flip animals?
No.
I mean, you've already got those. I mean,
Yeah.
It's
you have
main-
way
it's
more than
mainly
6 animals. I
because
would normally have more animals than
I
this.
I
More
think
cards
there's
in
no
this
reason
game.
why it doesn't. I think that gets rid of the animal,
Yeah. Where's the-
advanced animal requirement as well. So
Where's the conservation? Where's that brown objective to build your entire zoo? Because I wish I had one.
Yeah, that would be a good one for you, right?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to.
You're up, Shells.
Yep.
Ooh.
Oh, if you don't mind, I'll make a donation when I give mine.
I do mind if you
There we are. Can you put me up one, please? Thank you.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm gonna break, get some cards, break for 4, so 3. Sorry, break for 2, 3 cards, discard 1.
Okay.
Very much.
Yeah, it was driving me mad. Alright. Guess I need to make another. Need more cards. I do need more cards, and I need to do this before we break.
It's the green deer icon, the herbivore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright. Association X token. Association 5. Cool. Right, I'm going to take the income one. It allows me to snap a card because I'm really short on cards. As for which projects I'm supporting, that's a good question. I think we're going with the birds. Yes, because I've got 3 birds. 2 birds is enough. Fine.
2 birds.
Mm-hmm.
1 stone.
2 is fine. I'm not going to. I've got 3 birds, but the chances of me getting that happen soon as but taking off that does allow me to snap a card every now and every income phase, which is more useful right now. The archaeologist is a guaranteed conservation point at the end of the game, so I'll take it. Okay, if I can get it played.
Birdies.
That's still available. Say that's still not on 25 appeals, that card is still playable.
Right. On me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will, I think, go ahead and
Donation
snap.
one on there, and you've just made it 12, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yes. Good point. There we go. I'm gonna snap the elephant.
Funk.
Elephant.
These 2 cards are
I'm going to add animals in my turn. Let's get rid of that.
Cool.
these 2 cards.
Did I cost you much money at least?
4.
4.
4's good.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
And then I'm going to play African Tail Tortoise.
I think I've lost control of my zoo, guys. Not quite sure
I
where
got
it's headed.
one on conservation. And then 6 on this. And then can I have 8 money, please?
Can I build a level 5, please?
5 enclosure.
5 enclosure.
Thank you.
Alright,
Another
sponsors is
gorgeous empty enclosure to add to
fine,
my
so I need
zoo.
to free the animals card up. After realising I had 2 cards in my hand, so oops, better play one of those. He's going to cost me 9. My partner zoo. Not too fussed, fine. Let's put him in the floor. It's too big for him, but he's going to be 9. We'll just put the deer in for 5 appeal and not much else. Does anybody gains anything for herbivores? Oh, yeah, you get free money.
What?
I played a herbivore.
Oh, yay! Thank you. Free money.
I'm going to do sponsors. And that's going to play a card. There we are.
Ooh.
So
What's that one?
the little
Baboon rock.
baboon rock.
If only you care about primates.
Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's why I was like, that's the wrong size. Has anyone taken any baboon-like?
Oh, I'm afraid I haven't got any primate rock areas. I've got spare
Here when I'm not
3s.
seeing it. Oh no, it's here.
He's not necessarily yellow, yeah.
That's what I thought it was yellow. There we go. So there we are, and 5 money, please, for that one. Thank you.
That?
That's all I get.
I'm going to go sponsor. the hydrologist.
God, you're going crazy on those sponsors. I don't think
You
I've
should
seen
have
them.
that map. I mean, if you're not going crazy on sponsor with that map, you're wasting the beauty.
Water spaces.
That's why it's my favourite map there, because I love spamming the sponsors. And seeing how far I can get without actually having an also.
That'll put me there. I'm alright. I'm done.
I'm gonna sponsor.
Well, in honesty, I've drawn them, and they start to. You see that they kind of work with one another, and then I'm just like, well, I might as well play it.
Might as well.
I'm getting points for it. There's conservation points at the end of the game. You know, let's just go.
Let's go with it.
The game's close to its end anyway.
Because it counts
Yes,
itself.
he's going to end it very soon.
Cards count themselves when you play, so you still get the free money more. Right, herbivores and predators feed you money now. Okay, cool. I have had 4 of them before in the past. It's like anytime anyone plays anything, practically, give me money. It's like,
Woohoo!
alright, I'm gonna.
All the money, none of the reputation.
Do I play this before? No, I might get a better sponsor, so I'm gonna.
Oh, that was done. That's bell.
Alright, I'm gonna break 2. It's not quite there yet, but it does allow me to draw.
Yeah, we're
3.
golden. It's only 12.
Will
This
that
game ain't far
That
away
was the
for you.
midday.
Alright, get rid of that.
Yes.
Dugong.
Yeah, the
It's
game is
close,
close
overlapping.
to ending.
It's like Dugong.
Yeah, I'm not playing that. Okay, cool.
All good?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I handed it to you.
Nah,
Just
that
put
was
it in
my,
the
that
discard
was my
pile.
discarded card. And to be fair, that ain't getting played either. But these
Should we
are-
take stock of everyone's zoos and where they're at the minute? Because you're
Yeah.
very close to crossing over your reputation and conservation.
Well, the zoo is fully built on.
Yeah.
It is chock-a-block for the
Chock-a-block
kiosks and
and-
ice cream and restaurants and
What
various
have we
small
got?
animals.
Common wall lizard.
We got, well, Snappy had to go into the wild, so we
Yeah.
have some little small lizards, a lesser bird of paradise.
Oh.
Biggest thing in my park is probably the deer. The deer, frankly, because
Oh,
even
you've
the,
got a little link.
I got a little kitty cat, I got an ostrich, and I got a stoat. So yeah, not this isn't about size. Size ain't everything.
It's like almost like a woodland kind of one.
Yeah.
And you're expert on
the
the
zoo is a
Americans.
side thing because it's also a water adventure playground.
Yeah, penguin pool and
Um,
the water adventure.
You know, and it's more sort of conservation for South America and Europe in partnership, whilst also having to quarantine ourselves from Mr. Research Institute across the border.
So my zoo has an expert in predators and an expert in herbivores.
But not many of either
But
in your actual zoo.
Yeah, we've only got.
But none of them in your actual zoo. Yeah. It's like,
We've only. Well, polar bear's
you like.
predator.
well, you got the exhibit.
I'll have-
Yeah. That one.
I'll have one kiosk,
Presumably
one
there's a
pavilion.
polar bear in there.
Oh, I don't know.
Just got the exhibit.
Yeah.
I've got a side entrance.
Three.
I've got
And
a
a
global
one.
breeding program and an engineer,
Okay.
and then 2 lizards and a monkey. How's your zoo doing? What
Mine
you
is
got?
very much a mixed bag, so
Yeah.
I've got
His research
2
lab.
reptiles at the moment. Yeah, it's largely taken up by research at the minute. I've got a little bit mini petting zoo, a couple of monkeys. It really is quite a pathetic zoo, if I'm honest right now.
Here you go, mate.
But
It's one
I'm
of the
working
better
on it. I'm
ones.
working on it.
And Jack.
I
sponsor
mean,
zoo
yeah, I'm
dot
sponsored.
TM.
I'm sponsored quite heavily. And I've got a nice little playground going on. Got myself a little
So
science
am I,
museum,
though. I've got
and then
six
it's
now.
just lizards, reptiles, and lizards. I've got 5, and then a big bird. That's about it.
Just the one.
Yeah, hydrologists, vets, and science museums. I don't particularly sound like a zoo anymore.
Yeah.
You're up.
Right. I might.
Coffee marker is imminent.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish my unis.
Nice.
Okay.
Do it.
Need 2 black guys in which case.
Fine.
Thank you. There we are.
Swoop. Thank you.
Gets you up a conservation point.
Hooray!
Yes.
Yes! 3! And that's me done.
That's just easy
Might win those.
sponsors.
I think you've already
If
won.
we're going that way round the board.
Sponsors, archaeologists.
You've
done.
already won
Next.
my heart, if it helps.
Okay,
So
so
literally getting no other
God
benefit.
damn it.
No other benefit. from
You
the
sound like my
archaeologist other
family.
than science, endgame
That
score.
sounds terrible.
You sound like my family.
We haven't had a break in a while actually, have we?
Yeah, we're like one
We're
space off
imminent,
that.
yeah, very imminent.
yeah, we really are.
Somebody's going to do it.
Incoming.
won't be me.
I will think.
Yeah. Which you can't.
No, no way.
I am going to do sponsors. Only a level 2, but it gets a +1, and I use those as well. Get these sponsors out. There we go. And playing a monkey, I get 3 money. And then anytime anyone plays a monkey, if you could tell me please, because I get a little bit of cash.
No, you have to notice for yourself.
I'm going to build.
Come on, build.
Build, just 1.
Yep. Pavilion, please.
Pavilion. Nearly out
Are you don't want to build anymore? Or?
I can't.
Why not? Oh, right, yeah.
Try again.
Oh, damn,
In honesty, it was that or break, and I'm not breaking because you're very close to ending the game, and I want to turn after you, so I'm not. I want 2 turns after you if I can help it, so I'm not gonna give you that.
Okay.
Giving the break is giving you the
Gonna
game
give it
end,
Azus.
and I want to have some turns
I have,
when that
you
happens
have
because
news?
you're right at the end.
I'm
Oh,
right at the end, although I wouldn't say I was a turn away from it. No.
Cool.
Very, very quickly,
That's
sorry to
me.
interrupt.
Hello.
In roughly
Shell
a minute's
sharp.
time, we've figured out how to go to Dan.
oh right, okay.
Okay.
Huge. Hopefully.
Huge.
Hopefully.
Big deals.
So Connor will give you a wave.
Okay.
We'll go downstairs. Not
We'll slow it
physically,
down to make sure that we
obviously.
don't trigger
Yeah.
the end when we're not on screen.
We'll go downstairs, Dan,
Yeah.
for an update, and then Connor will give you another wave and we'll be back up.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Theoretically.
It all sounds great.
It does. I mean, it sounds definitely
Shells, it's your
not
turn,
scuffed
though.
at all. So
I mean, I've
Yeah.
got nothing but faith.
nothing but faith.
Are you involved in the setup?
Not at all.
I have nothing but faith.
Half.
What's left on Bird's rubbish one? Yeah, I'm gonna break. Sorry.
It's fine. It's what I needed to happen. I couldn't waste
Break
my turn doing it.
2.
We've had the coffee break.
Cool.
So do I take my ones
You do your thing first, yeah, before the display shoots off.
There we are.
Oh,
I get an X. A conservation.
Yeah, that's fine.
And income.
I mean, anywhere that
It's 39. 39 for me, please, buddy.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that's fine.
Cheers.
I mean, Dan doesn't give any notes, so has he got any?
Alright, whatever.
43, please.
Some of the other bits.
Thank you.
Alright, scrap those 2 off. Get more cards.
Do I need income?
Yeah.
17?
Has he got
16
the other
from
big
there
ones?
plus 1.
Right, maybe it's out of action.
Alright, yeah.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Nothing to change on your board, so yeah.
No, yeah.
Common income is better. Oh, actually, you got your border thing, so any. Except any of these standard.
Just as soon as that lizard
No.
came out.
But I can't use it.
Nope, max 25.
Would have been lovely.
Appeal.
Does that get around that? No, because it's a sponsor card.
Oh, yeah. Or that.
Or are we just going to roll
Get
that?
the most money out of that.
And workers. Workers.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I don't forgot.
We should
there's your
hopefully
3
be
dudes.
going to Dan shortly. Just
Cool.
figuring it out. Yeah?
Ready.
Alright.
And
See you
yellow.
shortly.
Bye-bye.
Talk into it?
Yeah. So
One sec, hang on.
Can you talk to us?
yeah, we're gonna go to Dan, who's downstairs now at the marathon, to update us.
Talk into it. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. Can you hear? I just closed voice meter by accident. Hello! I'm live! In the live stream. There's a delay, but I can't see myself, but I'm sure I see myself. Welcome to the 24-hour board game marathon live stream, and welcome. We're here There is loads of people in here. We're playing lots of games. It's great. It's super fun. And I can reveal that our total so far is £1,094 raised for Cots for Tots, which is absolutely amazing. I can't be happier. There are many games being played. We've got tournaments starting, and it is a great old time. I hope you've enjoyed watching Luke, Hector, and Shelley, and Jack, and the playing Ark Nova. I missed out on that game, which is a real shame. I can now hear myself in echo because there's a tape delay. But hey, it's great. Thank you so much for donating. Thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Please keep donating. It's a great cause. And up next, or up shortly, within the next hour, will be Paul Grogan from Gaming Rules. I'll be chatting to him as he plays a solo playthrough from his house, as well as many other things coming up after that on this action-packed day. Catch you guys soon. See you later. I don't know if I'm out, but...
So, as Dan mentioned, we've got about an hour left here of Ark Nova, and then we'll be switching over to Paul Grogan, who will be doing a solo playthrough. And then after that, we'll be back, myself and Luke Hector, who is by my side here.
Teaching you Star Wars Outer Rim.
Yes, which I've never played before, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, so stay tuned for Gaming Rules at 1:15.
But the most important thing is whose turn is it?
It is currently his turn. You say we have an hour of Ark Nova. It might be like
5
15,
minutes.
It might be like 15 minutes of Ark Nova, and then half an hour of whatever.
He already has his end. Have you not seen this?
Yes, I can see.
Well, I know that's not going to take an hour to do.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Well, I better get this in then, in which case. Right, I'm going to play Asian Elephant. I've actually got a proper animal in my zoo. I'm ignoring that requirement. And I'm playing only 27, which is good, because I've got the Asia like as a double discount. So 27. One herbivore. And one conservation for me, if you wouldn't mind. And I got 8 of these. So 52.
Leaving me behind a little bit with this reputation. Got a bad reputation.
Well, it's appeal more than that. I mean, reputation-wise, we're all fairly even.
I'll draw 4.
We all have fairly reputable zoos.
I'll draw 4, please.
They're more sort of trying to. The board's trying to claim that you don't have animals in your zoo, which technically you don't have many animals in your zoo, and you don't care about the environment.
I do get to 2 final scoring cards.
No, you.
I just can't get anything good enough.
Yeah.
Nothing too crazy.
That's going to be my choice.
You've got best of a bad bunch.
There we go.
Or was it actually half decent?
No, that one's half decent.
Lifesaver! Gavin! This is number 3.
Thanks, love.
Not too bad.
Shell's drop love.
That's alright.
The Starling.
What's that?
What do you call it? What was it? The Star token, yeah.
Yes.
It's that or your mug, it's one of the two, so.
It's your star or your mug.
I'll figure it out. I'm looking at the wrong one.
So literally,
Shell's, you're up, brother.
Am I? Right, I'm going to use the X and I'm going to build a large bird aviary, because why not? Why not? Might as well get them both in there. Thank you. And I'll spend the rest of the time trying to figure out where to put it.
We shall associate it 5, spending 12 for the massive donations.
Does that mean I can snap a card from
Reputation range or from the deck? That's a donation one. And association.
I'll take the pelican.
Where you go?
Association one.
Oh, hang on.
Latest donations are in when.
Sorry, the 5. The 5.
Wow, we've reached over £1,000 in donations already.
That was 500 quid that's coming in the last 30 minutes.
And that's not ticket sales. That's just donations, right? Amazing.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yes.
The 2 science.
I know there
Science.
was. Is that the limit that we? The
One.
limit bar, is that the one that we have
Game
to
end.
reach
Everyone gets
to
one more turn.
15 grand
2000 something, I think.
to raise more than we've done before?
I think that's 3,000.
I'll clarify with Dan on that one, yeah. Still, seeing over £1,000 and that's not even with everything that's going on. That's
Okay.
Alright.
Well, I've got no.
You have a turn each
I'll
left.
go for association. I'll go for association.
Oh well.
And I am going to do conservation.
I covered 2.
And I'm going to do the Asia icon. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
You've already done that, haven't you?
Have I already?
You have.
Oh.
You did it early.
Okay, then I'm not.
I was gonna say, you didn't wait until
no.
you got the elephant.
Yosemite?
Do you have 2 Europe? Oh no, no, so you're going to go.
So I might not be able to do any
You
of
don't
those.
have
do you have a size 3 America round?
No. I don't think I could do any
you
others,
don't have-
to be honest.
you
so
don't have any
I think that
birds.
might scupper me.
Yes.
Can I do the one in my hand? Also, no.
Can you get another part of zoo?
I could. That's probably a good
Get you
shot.
an appeal point?
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
I don't see it.
I don't see the point.
Well, you can pay 12 for a donation and get a
Yeah,
partner
I'll
zoo.
get
That's
it.
two. That's 2 conservation. Which, to be fair, you're not going to get more than 2 conservation from a project, even if you could support one. So it gets you the exact same reward.
Yeah, so I think I will do that. So I instead, I'll do that one, and I might as well get some reputation for no real good reason.
Oh yeah, if it's a one, why not?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, yeah, because you're not going to.
Yeah, it's not going to do
But
anything.
yeah, you pay the 12.
Oh, I get 2. Yes, that's a good idea.
Why is that? Oh yeah, because you got that. Oh,
Gotta
so
go
you-
for
so
Bill.
you
I'll
do
pay
get
the
something.
12 as well. So there we are.
There you
I'll
go.
do that one.
Giving you a 3 in total. Yeah.
3 in total, is it? Cool.
I'm just going to build 4 because
So
I have 2. Can I have a 2 enclosure?
I think it was 4 in total with a donation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2 bill working.
Yeah, it must be a bad board, I guess.
Like, can I get a 2 enclosure and a kiosk and a pavilion, please?
What's that, sorry?
Just a 2 enclosure, a kiosk and a pavilion. I might as well finish my map and then
Well, yeah,
get
exactly.
some
Yeah,
points
yeah,
and
yeah,
7
yeah.
points.
Of the kiosk.
7 points.
Mm-hmm.
We're at kiosks.
We're at kiosk pavilion types.
Really?
So what am I
I know,
supposed
I
to
feel
do?
quite
They are,
yeah.
no, they are considered infinite, so
Yeah,
yeah, you
use
can-
some.
So I gain a singular
Can
thing
you
in
use
there.
like a
put down
venom?
one of them.
It's all good, it's all good, it's a kiosk. And I go up an extra 1 because I played a pavilion. So I got 1 more.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
I don't understand how this is going to
I
end.
got a couple
Me
of
and you-
but
me
not
and
that,
you
I
are
actually
fighting
don't have
It's
for
going to be a new
seconds.
scrapping.
Fighting
I
for
don't have
seconds.
a single Africa icon in the zoo.
You're up, your last turn.
At last, dead last. I'm gonna put the Australian pelican in my birdhouse,
In the beauty house.
in the aviary.
The
Which
aviary,
is fine,
aye.
so it has to be next to 2 water spots. And then I can, yeah, that's 13 for that one. Sorry.
Well, that bird doesn't actually go in your aviary, but
It can, can't it?
no, because it can only go in the
Oh, right.
reptile houses if it's got the things that there. Not all birds can, but you've got an enclosure big enough for it, so you can just.
But
put
it's
that
not
instead.
next to 2 water spaces. So
Yes,
I
it is.
can't.
One, two.
Oh, yes!
Aha.
Ah, my double thing. I used it.
Yay.
Oh, I wasn't even pointing at that
I
one, but
think
yeah,
so,
that's
so.
valid.
Oh, right,
Could
yeah.
have got it in the
why
5.
not? Yeah, but
Doesn't matter, just put it in double.
No, no.
But
yeah.
why not? The things use the ability, why not? But yeah, that's
know
valid.
Well, because I've got,
that type, does that kick off from a petting zoo or a reptile house? Does it you still get +2 size to it?
Well, no.
You don't.
No,
So the
no.
special ones you don't. It's just +2.
For each adjacent standard enclosure,
Ah,
they're
Um,
considered
I was
special.
only curious when you laid that one down.
It's,
So
not, it's
if-
not something that's like come up before, but as I read it, I thought, how on earth would that work? And it's like, no, because it's got standards specifically the ones we
Yeah, that
require.
makes sense.
So do I put that one down before doing my build action?
Yes.
So I can do a level 2 build action, yeah?
Yeah, which build a pavilion for a point, so you'll get.
Not necessarily.
Well, there's, your last turn is the only thing that'll get you a point.
What if I have that that's empty building spaces in Mazzy?
Then why would you build?
Empty buildings, no?
No, empty building, as in no
Nothing
As in
there.
nothing there, yeah.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Either
that's-
way, it's gonna. Do you
and
know what? I'm gonna build a kiosk
Build a pavilion.
pavilion.
There we are. So
And
you'll
then
have
that
to use
will
one of
go
those.
back
Just use one of those,
Fine.
yeah. There you go.
Shove it
Pavilion.
anywhere.
One
it
appeal.
does it.
For a pavilion.
Woo!
It's right now because remember at the start of the game I mentioned there was a game I won where I had at Scorched Earth or something. I
Yeah.
had that objective with Africa Expert and loads of Africa
Yeah,
stuff.
see,
And
I was
like I say,
going
most
for
of
it.
my map was just Scorched Earth. Just going, couple of reptiles, put them in a reptile house, release this reptile. It's like not many going around. In fact, actually, was that the large animal one I was doing? Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it was either that or small animals, and I didn't really have
Well.
any of either. So.
Well, you got 3 of them, but yeah, I mean, you need
Yeah.
animals. That's a lot.
1, 2,
Cool.
4, 5.
So, in terms
Damn
of
it! I shouldn't have built anything.
in terms of endgame sponsors, I'm short one Africa icon annoyingly for one of them, but I've got the other 2 for 5 kiosks and all border spaces. Oh yeah. Well, first of all, hang on. Yeah, you put it on the lowest. Actually, oh no, we work this out later. So yeah, so
Bring it
I
up
got
just
2.
so we
I
know.
got 2. No, that's alright. I know it is. Yeah, you got to work out your extra conservation points now first. So, and I don't have 6 bird icons, so I don't get that. So that's mine.
From sponsors, I gain 3.
Nice.
And then I gain.
Any other?
Yeah, I gain 4 from this one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's it.
I gained 1
Oh, you did get
from
there,
that
yeah.
one and 1 from that one, so 2 total.
Lovely.
None, probably.
5 conservation, no, not that. I don't know how many bear icons. No, not enough.
I don't think I get any
Zoom out
from any of
covered.
these.
Nope, 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 nope.
Nope.
Nope,
Animals
nope,
won't
nope,
give you
nope,
any
No,
extra
I
for
was
that.
double checking.
And then the one objective I have is conservation zoo for supporting
zoo.
as many conservation projects as I can, of
Got
which I
lots
get
of
3 for
associations.
supporting 5 projects.
So
So you had 2 of them. Yeah.
my initial one wasn't great, but it's sponsor cards, and I didn't quite make it. I was 1 off getting 2, so I only got 1 from that one.
But the other
And then
one.
my other one was quite lucky in the fact that I'd already done it, so I got 4 conservation from research icons, which is 6.
So he didn't even have that one. I was going to say,
There we are.
you know, he didn't.
I lucked out on that.
4 conservation points for me for connecting all water spaces.
Oh,
rocks,
you had the
spaces,
build one,
borders, and
right?
zones.
Oh, you've done it. Oh, no, yeah.
And I got 4 now. Yeah,
Very nice.
that's my worst score, I think.
Oh, I've done worse than this. Definitely done worse.
I got really unlucky with card draws and I was stuck on
That's-
sponsors.
you know,
It went well for me.
Mine went really well. They just didn't match up to what was over
Yeah,
here.
that was
so-
it as well. I couldn't get onto
Well, the
conservation.
initial cards I had, I think there was like some American ones out, or maybe I had one America, one Europe. It was more get the partner zoos first, but I had that one, and the other one was to have more animal icons in my zoo than than in. And I thought like you started getting sponsors that kept giving you animal icons. I thought this is going to be fiddly at this rate. So I gave up on it. And I thought, well, let's try and support as many of those as I can. So that's why after I got the 2 big ones, I started just capping little ones. But
Yeah.
grabbing the America release an animal into the wild was it's perfect. I needed that.
Yeah, played very well.
But yeah,
Yeah, it was an
Cool
interesting
story.
game, that's for sure.
Not my favourite zoo I've created.
Mhm.
Bit
It's
hod-
not mine either.
Bit hodgepodge.
I do think that
Positive 21.
our house rule of having these visible
I think
before
it's
the
better.
game actually makes it a better game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't realise it was an official rule to have them face down, and even after learning that, I will, whenever I'm playing the game and teaching it, I'd never do that because I just think it's too harsh to have your cards sort of go out.
It's
Thankfully,
just-
that
you
didn't
can
affect
go
me,
down
although
the
actually, I might have checked away a bird or 2. 67.56, so that would have been positive.
Very much.
That would have been no, that would have been negative 11 for blue.
I'm only doing the much I can do to help at the moment because
Well,
I
I
have
mean,
to.
negative
The
3
quicker I can scuttle off the bird because I have a tournament.
Yeah, you
tomorrow.
can
Yeah, of
set out the tour.
Sign.
Nice to finish early actually because I've got to go and do sign ups and everything
Yeah.
else. Is it the small bag for
You
these?
pass me the 2
Yes.
black
Small
blocks.
small bag for every
Absolutely.
inch or colour.
Cool, perfect.
Oops.
Yeah, I always get worried with conservation zoos and things.
Sorry, it's right next to your foot. It's all right. Watched it as it went just in case.
Money, the chips, squares.
Possibly my 2 Bluetooths.
You done?
Yeah,
We are,
that's
yeah.
I think it's been for half an hour.
I've got fillers.
I can read out. I can talk about some of our sponsors for the day. If I sit at the top here and just kind of go through it.
True, you've got time to do
Hey,
it.
I've actually
I'll
got
do
stuff
that.
to do with my extra half now. I've got to go and set up the Magic tournament yet.
Oh, so then I'm just
The next thing in the schedule is very much dictated by
Paul.
Yeah. So
He said he was happy to start at 1 instead of 1:15, right?
all of this stuff is automated to start at 1.
Okay.
We can't cut any earlier than just after.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I can fill
So he
time.
really wants, I mean,
Ben's
he's,
back
he's,
as
yeah,
well.
he's just doing solo ones, isn't he? Yeah, so I can't get finished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a whole half an hour of talking to you about board games.
Amazing, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you're already going to be reading out sponsors or playing a filler game. That's pretty much the two
Okay,
options.
Ben.
Oh, Ben, you are actually up.
We're
She's
gonna
decided.
we'll do one sponsor at a time so people don't get sick of my
Do
voice.
you mind if I add the podcast?
That's already on there.
Is it on there?
Whose turn is it anyway?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Oh, do you know what? I'll do that one first.
Top bananas.
Thanks to Whose Turn Is It Anyway podcast for sponsoring us at this year's marathon.
Hey.
They're a short discussion podcast about board games and the gaming community. The podcast is fortnightly, is that right?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
fortnightly, but they do extra episodes every now and again
Little-
when they got special guests.
Little, like Dan,
that we
yeah.
had recently.
And am I right? When Dan was on, it was called the podcast was called Dan's Turn, so it's
Yeah.
Whose Turn, yeah.
Very on the nose.
Yes. It features an ever-changing cast of names and participants from the gaming industry and world. In recent months, they have been kind enough to feature our own Dan Apsey on the podcast, and also Paul Grogan, who is on our stream at 1 p.m. You've also recently discussed Board Jazzle and Wingspan.
Some
Yes,
words.
I have
definitely.
that written down.
I think Becky's got me down on that list to appear somewhere. Like I think I'm next in line behind.
It's
Keith
your
Chegwin.
turn soon.
Yeah, it's just behind Keith Chegwin, I think.
Only the best.
So I've got down as the best place to listen, whosturn.co.uk, and you can
Absolutely,
find
that's
the
best
RSS
place.
in there.
Yeah, and we are in all major podcast downloaders, so you can go there. Absolutely no problem at all. You can find it everywhere.
Fantastic. Hey, I tell you what, you can talk about Luke. Get gaffed up. Sorry, I've not helped with my board at all. Sorry.
Do I need the coat to look great, or do I just look great in general? Thanks, mate. Much appreciated.
We'll do both
Cool.
podcasts because we've got the
Yeah.
podcasters here.
So, the Broken Meeple, obviously Luke's been kind enough to join us today.
He essentially hosted this game as well.
Oh, that's fine.
For me.
That's fine. That's all right. There's no worries with that. So, podcast launched, hosted by Luke. It's been running since 2013. Large amount of great content on there to listen to. So Luke reports on board games, card games, recently played, reviews, topical games, and every episode now features a top 10 list.
It's not every episode, but I mean I try to do as many top 10
Yeah.
as I
Okay.
can.
Love a top
And
10 list.
It's also on YouTube as well.
Yes, yeah,
Primarily
available.
YouTube,
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. What's your, is it literally just the Meeple, the Broken Meeple?
Broken
The
Meeple.
Broken Meeple, you Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube search it and you will find it pretty much.
There we go, huge.
Yeah, you know about this.
So yeah.
For the logo.
Yes, yeah. It's a very recognisable logo for sure. And then you're going to be teaching us
Yeah.
Outer Rim.
Yes, what Paul's done with the solo things, 4 o'clock, I'm teaching Outer Rim to at least
Yeah.
2 players, then maybe a slot
That's
for
us,
those
isn't
who-
it?
Yeah, that is
That's
us.
us at
It's
least.
you,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah.
So there is a slot for a 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if anyone downstairs is watching, if you want to jump in on the Star Wars Outer Rim game, do let me or Ben know, and you can come play that with Luke and us at 4
That will
p.m.
definitely take up your 3 hours, but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's doable.
Who won? Hey!
Oh.
Of course. He's broke the wind
It's
streak.
kind of like finish it quick because his conservation points were starting to creep up a bit.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Oh, decent.
is full.
Oh,
Outer Rim is full.
Who's the fourth then?
It's Sean Whelan. I will go and signal him.
Oh, fab.
You got my charger.
From
Well,
Atomic.
anyway, I mean, that's not
Yes,
till-
it's on the table over there.
Outer Rim's not till 4 o'clock anyway because Paul's
Right.
doing his
Oh, yes,
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But alright, so we haven't got a slot for Aaron.
So what time are we now?
12:37.
Okay, so we've got
There's a nice
20
little
minutes.
timer. Look. Can you see that?
No.
Oh, okay. I'll just
Just about, yeah.
just give me
I see
one of these. Yeah.
What time? What time?
Yes, it's all on my laptop, which I totally didn't bring over. So yeah,
They could always do
I
Q&A
would
for
say
20 minutes or something.
so. We did get raided during.
We did.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I
paying
think
attention to the live
we've
stream.
we've kept the majority here.
Very nice.
So you have a captivated audience.
Did you enjoy Ark? People watching?
Yeah, hopefully you did.
Who won? Nice one, Luke.
Did very well.
Asbo, can you do me a very quick favour? Just grab me my Mac. Is that right? Yeah, it's literally next to the AOC monitor. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you.
Shall I read out another sponsor?
Go for it.
We're sponsored today by Atomic Comics and Games in Yeovil.
They have a shop downstairs.
Yep, they've got a shop here today where they're selling a lot of the games that we'll be playing
Thank you, sir.
and some trading cards or cards as Dan calls them. Card cards.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Card cards?
You can you can visit them online, atomiccomicsandgames.co.uk, or visit them in person. It's in Glover's Walk in Yeovil, near the bus station in the Queedam. So they sell a wide selection of board games, tabletop games, trading cards, comic books, graphic novels, manga, plushies, merchandise, and more. They also run a lot of events down there. So in August they've got several Yu-Gi-Oh! Back to Duel events and 2 Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League nights.
Oh, I'm
So
down for the
loads,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
loads going on down
Yeah,
there.
definitely
Sorry,
down for the
that's my
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, as I said, they're here with us today at the marathon. They've kind of brought with them a large catalogue of games. Everyone who works there is really friendly and knowledgeable and approachable. So head to Atomic Comics and Games.
Whereabouts is it? That's in Yeovil, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glover's Walk in Yeovil,
Lovers Walk.
near the bus station in the Queedam.
Yeah. Should we give a quick? I know Dan has given an update.
Yeah, we have given a little update.
So
yeah.
Donations. We're currently we're up to £1,100 now, which is amazing.
And that's just, is that just online donations?
That is literally just online donations.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So
nearly, we're at 44%.
yeah.
Is that showing up as 44% on there as
It
well,
is
isn't it? Yeah.
44%. Look at this.
Woo!
He's even got a tracker up. We need to give a very quick shout out as well
Oh, go on.
to Connor and Dave,
Yeah.
who are behind the scenes people.
They're actually sponsors on
Who-
here as well. I've done a little.
Without their expert rigging and totally not. Yeah, Dave. So we were. Dave was up
like
until
6:15 or something.
like
that you went to sleep?
9:30 this morning,
Bless him.
setting everything up. So, huge thank you to Dave. Huge thank you to Dave, and also Connor, who's currently manning everything behind on 2 hours of sleep. Well
No,
done,
he
Connor.
left the room for 5 minutes and I went, Connor,
Yeah.
everything's on fire as he was leaving the room.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, please, just
So-
let me have a bath.
So yeah, we're doing insanely well, which is good. It's very, very good. So we've got what are you looking forward to most?
Well, I loved Ark,
Okay.
Isle of Cats, but probably Atmosphere live.
I think I'm the only person
Not looking forward to it.
currently in existence not looking forward to Telecoms.
I mean, I'm scared,
I'm terrified.
but I'm trying not to think about it too much.
Yeah, I'm genuinely so unbelievably worried about Atmosphere.
Big speakers behind you.
Yeah, like, you can't really. So we've got 2 big like PA
And it'll
speakers,
be really,
one
like,
here,
dark and spooky.
and then there's one next to Shelley. All of the lights, which I know you can't see, are wired up to like Philips Hue lights. So we're gonna have lighting, we're gonna have soundboards, and we're gonna have the gatekeeper in person.
Yelling at us.
If you didn't watch the 2019, the 2019 version of Atmosphere, we ended up with a counter on stream. I can't say the exact name of the counter because we were before the watershed, but it involved myself and the amount of times that I was jump scared.
Curse counter.
No, more like a Ben has, pooped. Had an accident multiple times. And that was just through VHS. So I dread to think what it's going to be like tonight.
In our face.
But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, it'll definitely be worth a watch. And if you don't catch it live, obviously you can watch the VODs as well. So the VODs will be on Twitch for a month, and then they're going to be uploaded to YouTube? Question mark.
Find the hard drive space.
If Stall can find the hard drive space, then we'll be there. Yeah, atmosphere I think is going to be amazing, but also it's going to be horrendous. It's going to be amazingly horrendous.
That's good.
For me,
it's
anyway.
coming around quick as well. It's like 9 hours away. We've already done nearly 4 hours of the marathon, so well done.
Yeah. We'll ask the same question
Going
in
at the
12 hours
minute.
time. Yeah.
After I've taught out of it.
Yeah.
Since he's coming up next in about 15 minutes, I'll talk about Gaming Rules as our sponsor. So Gaming Rules was a company and YouTube channel launched by Paul Grogan and dedicated to providing how-to video tutorials and improving board game rule books.
Ooh.
Yeah, Paul has been a dedicated board gaming fan since the 80s, and his hobby's only grown over the years. In addition to tutorials and board game playthroughs, he also does unboxing videos, reviews, vlogs, and live Q&As. So make sure to subscribe to Gaming Rules on YouTube and stay tuned for Paul's stream in about 15 minutes. Should we try and
What
fit-
else have we got going on?
So there's tournaments which are going through sign up.
There
Some
is.
of them have started.
Clask.
I believe. Clask has
Clask,
started.
the final of Clask will be on stream.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know Clask, it's basically air hockey,
Yeah.
but
Magnet.
with a ball. Yeah, it's
Without the air.
It's air hockey
Or
without the
hockey.
air and the puck, and it's a ball instead.
And it's much smaller, so you don't have to move
Yeah.
around as much.
Yeah. Clask is happening. Hive's happening.
Blood Bowl.
Blood Bowl is happening.
MTG.
Yeah.
Crokinole.
Crokinole?
Crokinole.
Crokinole?
Crokinole.
Kraken?
I didn't know if they were doing a tournament or not, but it's definitely that one.
Okay.
I thought it was just you lot bringing your boards along. You just wanted to.
I think that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
Is that the big floor one?
No, so Crokinole is a dexterity game based, originally invented in Canada in the 1800s. And it was
Okay.
featured, when it got popular as a Shut Up and Sit Down, they did a feature episode on it.
Yeah.
And it was incredibly popular. It's always been in the top 100 on BGG.
Right.
Essentially, think a little bit of a, there's no, it's not the same way, but you've got a little wooden disc, you start off this side, you have to flick it, and the idea is to get it into the hole in the centre.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's the big, round, yeah.
I mean, you can either play the game or you can just stick it on your wall with a cool face on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
very
people will get it as a
dark
clock
today.
face or decorative icon.
It's really
Okay.
fun, really addictive.
Really hard.
Really hard to
Yeah.
get good at, but yeah, we went and did the championships in the convention up in Birmingham.
Oh, okay, yeah. The board game convention.
Yeah,
I
so
know,
Who's
yeah, right.
Downstairs ran the tournament for
Oh, brilliant.
Ah.
I think they're doing that.
It's not my expertise for that dexterity games. I'm a stacker, not a flicker.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely going to have to give that a go because it does look.
I don't think I'm either, judging by how I played Tinder Blocks earlier. I don't know if I'm a stacker.
Stacker's fine. I'll deal with the stacker. But it's going right. Just a little bit of power, whoop, and through the window.
Yeah.
Power
Yeah.
is not something I can regulate.
Yeah, I am worried I'd probably break something. I think
Well, your
if I
fingers,
just.
of course.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah, very true.
So, what are you going to do next with your next 3 hours before teaching us how to rim?
Get it. Nah. I mean,
Have a nap.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So put behind a Paul when he comes up anyway, because we do stuff together now and again. But he lives in like this neck of the woods. I'm in Hampshire now,
Yeah.
as opposed to Taunton where he used to be. So
Is
only
Paul-
get to see him now and again.
Is Paul coming here? I think he's at home and we're doing live video link.
Oh, he's not actually.
He's,
Yeah,
no, he's
yeah.
doing the stream takeover.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Luke says you're lazy.
Paul can easily get the shout out as much as I just shout out. it's just two West Country folk having to go at each other.
Yeah.
The best kind.
Nah, but well, I say it's not till 4, so I'll find something. I've got bags and bags of games. It's just a case of go downstairs, put the green cone out, and see who wants to play.
Yeah. So we've got green cones that people can put on their tables if they're happy for anyone to just come in and join the game. Obviously,
teach as
you're
well.
really great at teaching.
With 3 hours, say with 3 hours to go. Anything's even Art Nova again if anyone wants
It does
we know
look cool.
that you can finish the game in under 3 hours. So.
And I know that I would play it multiple times in a row because I have done that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, we just played this game. Oh, you wanted to learn it and you're too tired, right?
Yeah. Here we go.
When I finished playing it for the first time, I was like, I want to play that again. Now that I know sort of,
roughly
which
what to
direction
do.
to head in.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't do that time.
Yeah, exactly. You won't pick it up like massively game now, but it's just
it's fun, yeah.
It does seem like a very cool concept as well, to be fair.
I was saying there's not enough zoo games. There are some out there, but they're usually quite abstracted in how they work or like generally older games. There's not many recent.
Barron Park you put as a kind of zoo game.
Well, this is the abstracted part because there's that a New York Zoo, but I never feel like I'm building a zoo with those two. Because as good as Barron Park is, it's just basically tile and Tetris. A New York Zoo is just basically Tetris with more fiddly bits. Yeah. So the art, in order to come up with like a thematic zoo game is quite hard to do. And yes, you can argue that's just collecting cards and stuff, but you're talking about what you're doing with those animals in your zoo in there. Yeah. You've got to have the theme present to be able to do that.
Yeah.
There's very little I can say about my bear
the zoo with this, can't you? Whether it's a ridiculous zoo like
Sunflowers.
Yeah.
I mean, the first card that comes out, he puts out a veterinarian. That's the first turn of the game, and we're already bantering
and
about
then
what
within
type
like
of zoo he's
within like 6 turns, he's only got a lizard for that vet.
Yeah, which I'm triggering him every 5 seconds. Going, so when are you actually making a zoo?
Brilliant.
It's like, I've got as many animals as you. Do I now have a zoo? Yes. And then what's he do? Releases one console.
I was going to say, who raided us?
We got
raided on
okay,
Twitch,
so
we've got people watching.
Raiding, for those of you who don't know what raiding is, it's essentially if I was to say finish a stream with X number of viewers, I can literally dump all of those viewers in someone else's stream. So
invite them to watch and raid.
Slash raid.
Shove them all in that chat.
Slash raid. There you go. We got Nerds of the West. Literally, obviously, total coincidence. About 10 minutes after I went off air, was like, hey, here's 38 people to come and watch.
Hey.
So we got some donations
in
and
just
stuff.
waiting for you to leave.
Yeah.
They'll all leave now, or hemorrhage viewers.
I was genuinely downstairs. I got one bite into a bacon bap.
You've been
and then I seen it come up and I was like, oh God, like, hello, hi everyone, hope you're okay. Hopefully we'll get more as the day goes on.
Yeah. It's nice to hold it a steady number.
Yeah. Well, we've broke our record for maximum amount of viewers, which is amazing. So which is always good.
I was curious about like what views were because I'm so used because when I've done like live streams before, normally I'm sort of half hosting it, but then also half talking to people on the chat there. But it's kind of weird, sort of going. There's no scrolling thing.
Yeah.
Like when someone else has control.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I guess with a marathon thing as well, people will have us sort of in the background as they're doing chores and things like that. So not as chatty.
I've never touched Twitch with the basketball, but I mean when I've seen Langer and a few other people on there, when you see their Twitch streams, the thing is just constantly moving for the text. I probably have trouble to catch up with it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like, so someone said at least about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
By the time you answer someone's question, you've already got like 10 other people asking the question.
It's already hard enough to keep up with by yourself.
Yeah.
There has to usually be like, look, except I'm going to skip a few, or this is a Q&A, I'll get to yours eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. What was it that put you into it? Was it just something that you thought would,
YouTube in general? Because gaming I think started about like 8 years ago proper, because I'd always done geeky stuff and some board games before then.
Sure.
Then I think when I went to a board game club, loved it. I think Seven Wonders with Leaders ended up being the first game I ever played for that lot. And then watched a few like Dice Tower stuff, and then thought, this would be fun. I'm somewhat of an opinionated person, to
Yeah.
put it bluntly, and just figured, let's give it a shot. So just makeshift camera, amateurish. I mean, it's embarrassing to look at some of the older stuff. Now, even stuff 2 years ago, I find embarrassing to watch because you can just tell how much things improve year on year as you get more used to it.
Yeah.
The quality
Absolutely.
of the equipment, and just kind of carried on from there. And then you get to a point where you can't really stop.
Yeah.
No matter how tired it gets, or how many times you hit burnout, it's like, but I've been doing it for this long. If I quit now, it's a bit jarring.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
lose that momentum that you've been building and building as well,
it's
right?
taken a while. I mean, it never took off very fast. I mean, if you imagine I've done it for 8 years, it hasn't really picked up until the last 2.
Yeah.
The first 6 years were pretty much just meandering, but now it's kind of like,
Hard work's
17,000,
paying off,
17,500, I think, currently, roughly about that.
Yeah.
Subs, and it was a lot
Fabulous.
less, a couple of years ago and now, so it's, it's never going to be the next Dice Tower shut up and sit down, and I have no intention of trying that by myself, but it's just good enough to just have a few people on there that watch and just say, look, you're talking honestly, you're an absolute nutcase at times, but look,
That's probably why some people watch as well.
For sure.
They love the
They
craziness.
said that we need your grumpy opinion on this or something. Because I don't talk positively about games as well. I will just tell you bluntly if there's a bad one.
Honesty is always the best policy.
And many will comments are like, we've got very different tastes in games, so I know if you're going to hate this one, I'm going to like it. Well, good, you've got something useful out of it.
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
telling people come to my side. I'm not trying to start a cult.
Yeah.
It's more a case of
it's
what my games are like.
Consumer facts as well,
it's
isn't it? As well.
I'm telling you how this game works, what I think of it, and then you can make your own decision as to whether you like it or not.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
why did you choose Outer Rim to teach us later?
We needed some. Well, I figured for Elijah you wanted something relatively thematic, something that gets you talking. Ark Nova is a good Euro for that same reason, because we're chatting about things. You can't have some like Stefan Feld Knizia Euro really for a live stream because you're too busy in default silent for that. Star Wars Outer Rim, I thought I need a thematic game. Star Wars, and enough people will know that. Something that was fresh on the mind because I have been teaching that recently for others. It's also had the recent expansion out, which we've been waiting years for. Thank you, Fantasy Flight, for finally giving us some extra content. So it's kind of on people's radar at the moment because now everyone's like, Outer Rim's now back in business. Effectively. And it just seemed like a good one to kind of do, really. Not to mention, I think a lot of people haven't played it yet. So it made for a
I
good
definitely
teach.
haven't played it yet. Yeah.
How do you feel about the expansion pack? Do
The
you feel
expansion's
like it's
pretty.
worth the wait, or?
Well, it's definitely worth the wait because we needed it.
Yeah.
There was not enough cards in the normal game, and there are a couple of quality of life improvements that it does bring.
Yeah.
I do not say to people buy it the second you buy the game though, because it will not change whether you like the game in the first place.
Sure.
If you didn't like base Outer Rim, the expansion isn't going to suddenly change that fact.
Right.
But it's more of a case of, do you enjoy the copy of Outer Rim you've got? Right, then you've already bought this expansion. Why are you listening to me? It's more of the good stuff and a couple of extra little bits on top. What more do you want?
Okay. Yeah.
But it's just the fact that we've waited so long because of what happened. I think I forget the guy's name, but is it Christian Peterson or somebody else? I can't remember. But one of the ones who designed Outer Rim and had left Fantasy Flight at that point, and it was up in arms as to whether who was designing the expansion or whether it was going to come out. And it goes against everything Fantasy Flight stands for because pretty much all they do is expansion for a game. So for this one to take so long, it's like we should have had at least about 8 by now. Come on, guys.
If they were going the same pace.
If they did the Arkham Horror route, yes, we should have had that. So maybe that's the first one. So they chucked that.
We'll get 7 next year for Outer Rim.
I'll take that. I mean, there's more Star Wars material you can call upon.
Yeah, absolutely.
All I heard was, I'm trying to start a cult and I'm here for a board game cult.
Then you have
you
have come to the right place, good sir.
You're right.
You have come to the right place, good sir. Welcome, welcome. Oh, there's still stuff there. Okay, so we are
a couple minutes, I think, out from 3 or 4 minutes out from joining Paul Brogan live from the stream.
The West Country has dominated your stream the last 6 hours.
It's fine. It's
That's alright, we love.
First me and now Paul. So yeah.
I'm Dorset born, Dorset bred, so I'm happy with that. It's absolutely fine.
Somerset bred.
Yeah.
Somerset, my love.
Yeah.
Alright, we love her.
Dorset born.
West Country.
Dorset bred.
Save the baby. Shall I quickly tell Dan and Vicky's story?
Yes, let's
as
do that,
well?
and then we'll go over.
Okay, so at the start of the marathon, I explained about Cots for Tots and kind of how they support St Michael's Hospital in Bristol and what the donations go towards. So just to recap, they've got accommodation for parents of the babies right next to the hospital, so they don't have to commute. The donations go towards amazing state-of-the-art life-saving equipment to help, and also like music therapy and well-being activities that go on for the parents, young siblings, things like that. So that's how they support. But the reason we do all of this is because Cots for Tots actually supported Dan and Vicky, our good friends who organised this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they helped them in their time of need. So Dan and Vicky already had their little girl Juno when their second child, a baby boy named Archer, came along in 2017. But when Archer was being born, he got stuck and he sustained quite a serious skull injury while being delivered by surgeons. And so in what's already a scary time for parents, the birth of a new child anyway, Archer was admitted to St Michael's Hospital NICU, neonatal intensive care unit, and Dan tells me he had 10 days of cooling treatment on his skull and head to help support that. So despite being the local NICU for us here in the southwest, St Michael's is around a 3-hour round trip from Dan and Vicky's home just by here in Somerton.
Somerton, yeah.
So that's when Cots for Tots stepped in to help Dan and Vicky. They provided accommodation right across the road from Archer at the hospital and took so many worries out of just those little details, because you don't want to be worrying about, oh God, I've got to get petrol. All your focus is on the little one. So they take that worry away. So for all of your donations, the amazing donations that we've had so far, everything, all the ticket sales, everything, all the food, yeah, you're actively changing the lives of neonatal babies and their parents by playing board games. You can't say fairer than that, right? So thank you from everyone working here today, volunteering here today, for anyone who's donated so far or will donate. Keep going because we are actively helping parents and saving sick babies, and that's what it's all about today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so that's kind of why we're doing all of this, why we're sitting here playing games. Oh, it's a tough life, isn't it? Hey.
What a great segue, though.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Well
so
done.
we're several seconds out from joining Paul Grogan,
we're good.
hopefully.
Yeah, so we'll have a small interval.
Oh, he's still setting up. Fab.
So we'll have
right back after these commercials.
Oh, he's happy to switch.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So we'll have a small interval. We'll have a small interval whilst
we have
figuring
an interview, an interval. Make a donation.
Yes.
Save a baby.
Just giving, and then we'll send it over to Paul. But we'll be back soon.
And remember to put it on
gone
green
to break
first.
yet? Smile and wave, boys.
Smile and wave, boys.
That's it.